Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa! As you can see, we're a little light today. Gil was out in Brooklyn, McDonald's All-American game, watching his son Elijah. I'm sure a lot of y'all watched the game, saw him sitting courtside next to Carlos Boozer. Had a flight coming back this morning that was delayed. That's why we don't fuck with New York like that. No, I'm just kidding. But we got a crew here today. We're going to keep the show rolling in Gil's spirit, see if he gets here before the show is over. On this side of the couch, we got the man known as Cemetery Larry, Rashad McCants, back in the arena. And over here, the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, former #1 pick, Kenyon Martin, is back with us. Damn, this shit feel empty today. How y'all feeling? We good?
Light.
Good to go? For sure. Well, for all the fans out there, we still got 2 viewing options for you, our traditional version, mobile vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support the show. Here's what's cracking in the arena today. Jokic messed around and dropped a 60-point triple-double in the Nuggets' double overtime loss to the Wolves. What impact will this performance have on the MVP race? Right now, Shea has a 95% chance of winning the MVP according to Polymarket. We'll see if Jokic can do anything in these final games to tighten up that race a little bit. Steph gave the Grizzlies a 52-piece to move the Warriors into the 4th spot in the conference. Should the rest of the West be scared to see the Dubs in the playoffs? And Minnesota, 12-3 in their last 15 games and moving up in the West. Do we need to start putting some more respect on the Wolves' name? Before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. Go ahead, download the app. Use promo code GIL. Get up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick'em. As for tonight, Rashad has some picks up in his partner pack on the Underdog app. Let's take a look if we can, please. You got Mark Williams higher, 10.5 rebounds. Hornets taking on the Pacers. Sabonis higher, 33.5 points, rebounds, taking on the Wizards. Trae Young higher, 14.5 rebounds plus assists. And AD on the way, Anthony Davis. Think he's gonna drop a double tonight against the Hawks. If you roll with this partner pack, get 18.5 times your bread. You feeling good about it?
Shit, look at it, look at it. Look at it. AD ain't on the way he done getting a double-double tonight.
AD's been doing his thing. I think Mavs were 4-0 since he come back. Been balling, trying to stay in the playoff hunt. Kenyon, how you feeling about these picks tonight?
Rebounds, and I would have threw some assists in there for Sabonis, but yeah, Trae Young go past. Yeah.
Shit, Trae Young might have 15 assists.
Yeah, he had that last night.
You never know. Those are the type of pickups that I like rocking with.
Yeah, I would have threw the assist in there too with Sabonis, but no, other than that, no, it's good shit.
He's doing his thing, so we asked the chat.
They playing Washington, so shit. Yeah.
But he can go either way there.
No, they gave up 162 points about a week ago. No.
Come on.
They gave up 162 points in a 48-minute NBA game, man.
So we asked the chat if they're riding or fading with your picks tonight, Rashad. 60% of the chat riding with these picks. If you like these picks, go ahead and ride with them as well. Download the Underdog app. Use promo code GIL.
Yeah, let's go.
Get $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick'em. And if you can't watch this show live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. So, got some exciting news to announce. Wish Gil was here to see it. But the namesake of our show, Gilbert Arenas, has been nominated for a Webby Award in the Creator Sports category. You can go ahead and support Gil by voting for him in the link in the chat. Voting is open until Thursday, April 17th. Gil's Arena was also honored in the podcast sports category, meaning we made the top 7 instead of the top 5. Next year, they'll recognize us after this 1 million subscriber milestone. But still, we appreciate you, Webby, for the acknowledgement. Good to be in the top 7. We ain't got nowhere to go but up. But go vote for Gil. The link is in the chat. Voting is open until April 17th. So we got a lot to get into today, but we're just going to get right to it. I know y'all all saw the game of the night last night, but we had two phenomenal performances. But let's start with the biggest one. We just witnessed one of the wildest games and legendary performances in recent memory Tuesday night. Nuggets and Wolves have something like a rivalry brewing with 2 straight playoff meetings, with Ant-Man and his crew getting their get-back last season in that 7-game series. So before their game Tuesday night, Michael Malone had this to say about the Wolves and their 5-game winning streak over the Nuggets.
It's easy to say, we got to do something different. Well, we also just have to play a hell of a lot harder. I think they've approached these games like it's a rivalry, And I think we've approached these games like it's another game sometimes. And one of my coaches, Andrew Munson, this is his scout. He says that after every time we play them, he goes, I've watched their last 5 to 7 games, and they never play as hard as they do against us. And you can sense that, you can notice it. So you throw everything else out the window, this team's beaten us 5 games in a row, and hopefully that can, that can resonate within our guys, and we can come out with the proper mindset tomorrow.
Does that mean it is?
So that's what you call some damn good foreshadowing. Nuggets were missing 2 of their starters, Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray, both sidelined, and the Wolves were shorthanded with Naz Reid and Dante DiVincenzo serving their 1-game suspensions for that not a fight against the Pistons. Something like a fight?
No. Scuffle.
A scuffle altercation, but that didn't stop Ant-Man and Joker from giving the basketball world a show. Let's take a look at the highlights. So Jokic, generational performance, dropping a career-high 61 points along with 10 rebounds and 10 assists for his league-leading 32nd triple-double this season. He was 18 for 29 from the field, 6 for 11 from 3, 19 of 24 from the line. Just the third 60-point triple-double in league history, joining Luka and Harden as the only other players to accomplish the feat. Jokic played 53 minutes in the game, including the entire second half in both overtimes. Aaron Gordon added 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 dimes, and Christian Brown had 18 and 12 boards and 3 steals. So Ant-Man only had 12 points after the first 3 quarters, but exploded in the fourth with 13 points, including a stretch where he scored 8 straight to give the Wolves the lead. Ant finished with 34 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. Julius Randle had 26, 9, and 7. And Rudy Gobert added 19 and 12 before fouling out in the fourth quarter. So Jokic had 2 free throws with 13.9 seconds remaining in the regulation. Julius Randle had a chance to win the game, but missed his 3, sending it to the first overtime. Wolves had several opportunities to put the game away, but the Nuggets kept coming back. Jokic hit a floater over Anthony Edwards with 7.3 seconds left to tie it up at 125 in the first overtime. And in the second overtime, things got wild. See right here, Ant, the big bucket to give the Timberwolves a 1-point lead. But Aaron Gordon came right back. And Jokic had a chance to put the Nuggets up by 2, missed the front end of a pair of free throws. That's when this happened. Westbrook stole the inbound pass, proceeded to trick off the layup, but it only got worse for Westbrook. Nuggets came back down. Nickeil Alexander-Walker had a 3-point attempt to try and win the game. Missed the shot, but was fouled on the play. Alexander-Walker, the first cousin of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, was rocking SGA's signature shoes, knocked down 2 of his 3 free throws to seal the win for the Wolves. It was just the third double overtime game this season. Wolves got their 6th straight win over the Nuggets, including the 2024 playoffs. Wild game. Everybody thought it was wild. Let's take a look at what Ant-Man had to say after the game.
That might have been the best game of my life, that I've been a part of. Nikola Jokic, bro. Oh my God, he might be the best basketball player I've ever seen, close up. Besides myself, bro, he's incredible, bro. The MVP race is tough, man. I don't know. He had 60. That was crazy.
So we talked about the MVP race a few weeks ago before the Nuggets took on the Thunder back-to-back games, and Gil said Jokic was due for a MFU, this is my trophy type of game. I think the numbers we threw out were 40, 20, 15. That were the numbers that were thrown out. A few days after we did that show, Jokic had 31, 21, and 22 against the Suns. And now he's the third player in league history with a 60-point triple-double. And honestly, who gives a fuck if the Nuggets lost? They lost, Joker won. But we also got to talk about SGA. SGA just named Player of the Month for March after averaging 35.7 assists, 4 rebounds, while leading the Thunder to a 15-1 record. Kenyon, you had some thoughts in the group chat while the game was going on. How much does Jokic's 60-point triple-double move the needle for him in the MVP race?
I don't know if it moved it, but it definitely doesn't solidify it for Shai like people have been thinking. Player of the Month is great, but historical performances, man, don't go unnoticed. This is shit I was talking about with Stephen A, right? He already got Shai. I'm voting for Shai. How can you say that? When guys come out and have a performance like this in a meaningful game. It ain't like they played the Wizards. And he went out and had 60-point triple-double. No, they needed every bit of that in order to be competitive in that game. So how can people that vote for the MVP already have their mind made up?
Yeah.
It's bias. Because you cannot sit there and tell me, man, that this man not the best player in the NBA, man. Like, and is proving it. Each game, like, Shea do something, I'ma do, like, and I don't think he's doing it conscious. Like, he's not going out there like, I'm finna go score 60 tonight. Like, no, it's coming within the confines of what we do. And yeah, man, I'm great damn performance, great game. Man, I'm the biggest Russ fan, dog. Mm-hmm. I've always stuck up for him, and no matter what nobody had to say.
Talk about it, man.
Oh,
we gotta talk about it.
So we're gonna go in depth on Russ in a second.
Ain't nothing bad about it.
It ain't nothing bad.
Happens.
It happens, man. But but come on, man. You can't compound it, dog.
Boom, boom. And only he can, because when it's bad for him, it's bad.
It rain and pour, but God damn.
It was not. But Joker missed the free throw that really.
Mr. Free, but still.
Really started it.
The avalanche.
Yeah, but Russ gonna get all the blame for everything that happened.
No, it was multiple plays. Not any, but in that case, right, with the layup, I ain't saying you got to dunk it. You got to make sure that ball go through that basket, man. Like, you got to fucking slow down, whatever you got to do if you're going to take that layup, because it was still 11 seconds to go in the game, so you couldn't just dribble it all the way out and then, because there's a lot of time left still. But the performance itself, man, for Nikola, I don't want to harp on we're
gonna talk about West in a second.
But we got on Anthony Edwards a couple months ago about the way he praised Shea, right? These words are different, right? These words
are very animated in your
these words are different than those words that you used when you was talking about Shea. So yeah, we agree with you with this one, young fella. Like, yeah.
So over the side of the couch shot, Joker. Obviously, I remember that episode. I believe it was March 4th. We talked about it. You and Gil in agreement that it was coming, and we've seen a few of those games from Joker leading up to this. But now this 60-point triple-double, obviously only him, Harden, Luka, able to have it in the history of the league. We can't count Wilt. I'm sure Wilt has done it before, but some of those stats weren't official at that point when he was hooping. But to see Joker do this, national TV, inside the NBA, Shaq talking shit before the game. What does it mean for him in this MVP race?
I don't think we should even be talking about the MVP race more than just the performance itself. I think we get away from the enthusiast side of the game when we want to really enjoy someone's performance, right? We start padding the stats of the conversation around what he's going to accomplish statistically instead of just watching how skilled he is. Like he's saying, like and I ain't gonna say we never, but the way that he's doing it, night in, night out, and this is what's impressive. So you got two men down, and you look around and you say, who's gonna be my next man up? Aaron Gore is gonna have to step up.
Yeah.
Brown, we don't know what you're gonna give us, but you're gonna give us something. Okay, was it Watson?
Yeah.
But we know that Joker gotta increase his production. And this is what I say about OKC. If Jaylen Brown go down, Chet go down, is he gonna give us 45 a game? Is it gonna go up to 10 assists? It doesn't look that way, right? And I say that even for the promotion of the MVP race, you still gotta give onus to the guys who are playing well, just playing well. And that's what he said. He said, I'm playing the best basketball of my life. And we're overlooking it because of a race or whoever we want to promote. Yeah. And this guy's not getting enough promotion. He just had 60, 10, and 10. It ain't all over it ain't, because you know what, we be promoting the Lake Show, we promote the Step, all the stuff that's popular. But Joker can be essential for the NBA if they do it the right way and they start showing these skillful performances to be more than just stat padding and triple doubles. This dude took his team and took them all the way to double overtime.
Do you think that has anything to do with Joker and just how he approaches the game, right? Seems like a dude, hey, it's just my day job. I'm not really tripping. I'm trying to get back to these horses in Serbia.
If he was advertising himself, if he had a shoe company that was putting his fucking face in
He's got shoes,
images on billboards and shit that people don't like, things like that matter. But he's not into that. So I'm gonna let my play, like you said, this is day job. I'm gonna let my play and my job speak for itself.
Yeah. And
right?
Does the job very well.
I do my job very well.
And if he said something like Ant said something ever, it would be better for his advertising.
Yeah,
Because
like,
him saying,
this the
shit,
best
I ain't never
basketball player I ain't seen since
me.
Shit.
We'd be like, hey.
Obviously,
We want him to say that.
Jeez.
We
But
want him to have that confidence.
You reflect that.
Yeah, we want him to have that confidence.
You reflect that. And I like the reflection of that for him.
Yeah, well, we're gonna say it for you, big fella.
Yeah.
Hey, motherfucker, he's really goddamn good, man. Like,
And when we've had this SGA Joker conversation, even myself, like, look, I'm an SGA fan, and he was the Gills Arena MVP last year. But
I've seen that before.
But you can't deny what Jokic is doing right now.
I've seen that before.
I mean,
I've seen what Shea doing.
Yeah, but I'm top
I've seen
five.
that before.
But Joker, top 5 points, rebounds, assists, steals.
And steals, yes. That's the most
Top
important.
five.
Top five.
Bro,
Top
that's
2 or 3 in some of those
insane.
guys. I mean,
7 foot.
Well, actually, top 3, actually.
Yeah.
It's top, if you really
is
want,
top 3.
if you want to get
It
technical
is
about it,
top 3.
fuck top 5. He's top 3 in those
4.
5 categories.
in those 4.
4 categories.
Those 4
those 4 categories.
And then also 3-point percentage you got to throw in there as well. Which
Bro, dumb.
Free throw
We ain't
percentage,
saying field
free
goal
throw,
percentage?
3 pro,
The field goal?
all of it.
Come on, man.
Throw it, all of it. Look at
Rating,
it.
offensive rating.
Look at it. Look at it, bruh. The man
Big time.
is.
It's big time, man. He not getting enough credit, man.
Yeah, I heard you before the game, Shaq. Yeah, you would score 40, but he would also have a triple double. So
and we're gonna talk about that too. You know, we got a lot of things.
But it is essential to understand that Joker needs pieces around him, like Steph needs pieces around him, like LeBron needs pieces around him. The cog in the machine don't work if there's perfect pieces to it.
Yeah.
Now you gotta understand he's been forging these pieces around him so that he can have this option.
Yeah, but elevating these pieces as well. I mean,
Of course.
Aaron Gordon 30 piece.
But these guys
overshadowed.
fell into place.
No, that boy was feeling himself. He shot that 3.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Break,
Man,
pull
on the
up on the
break,
break.
yeah.
I was like, boy, that better go in.
It better
Strong.
go in.
I said, boy, you feeling yourself.
30 piece any other night, we'd be talking about that as well. But obviously, Jokic doubled
They
that
needed
up.
it though. They needed everything. He had made some big shots, man. Like
And if
it
you
made
got-
some big plays.
You got players like that, like Aaron Gordon, Brown, like guys that can actually want to move without the ball and score without the ball. Like Joker gonna thrive, they gonna thrive.
Yeah.
But if you got a guy that's actually gonna want the ball and play with Joker,
And you elevate the talent around your squad. I think SGA does that as well. But SGA obviously playing with the All-Star and Jalen Williams this year.
Still.
Joker has never played with an All-Star. We could say Jamal Murray has put up seasons.
All-Star.
Jamal
Cal-
Murray is better than
Jamal
Jalen Williams.
Jamal
Yeah, and
Murray
we've
is
said
an
that on this
all-star
count.
caliber player
100%.
that ain't got the benefit of the coaches putting him in.
Yeah.
Right?
Is Jalen
Been on really
Williams
good
the
teams.
same as MPJ?
in terms of production, output.
No, not production, just
Player.
Player to player. I wouldn't match Jalen with Jamal Murray. I would say Jamal's proven to be a better player, more clutch player.
More clutch.
And I say between MPJ getting the money he got and Jalen being an all-star, I think it's right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's the turnoff right there. But if they meet in the playoffs, I'm going with Denver.
Interesting. It just, we talked about it, but 60-point triple-double, but it's in a loss. Does that do anything for you?
No.
You care.
No, it don't mean nothing.
Because
Knowing what he had to go out there
the
with.
game. Now, if you didn't watch the game, most people be like, nah,
They won the
man,
game.
shit, man,
They
lost.
won that game. They
We
won
know-
that game
we
for
understand
sure.
what
they won.
we watched.
Yes, we watched it.
So we as hoopers put it in perspective, right?
Yeah, they fucked that up.
So for me, I'm shaking my head, man, as it's going on. I'm like, oh, I'm on the phone with KJ. KJ like, nah, don't do it. I'm like, yeah.
We got to give credit to the Timberwolves for taking it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You're going to give it to me, I'm going to take it. And
Absolutely.
listen, Ant Edwards in the fourth.
Yeah, huge.
Hey, Ant Edwards in the first overtime. Hey, Ant showed a lot of, like, take over Kobe. It felt like he wanted to take the game over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the shots were clean. They were fluid. They were not bad shots. You know, he wasn't like searching for it like by any means. It was like, get to my spot. And I seen that.
And that's when coaching kicked in. Michael Malone was like,
Yeah,
No,
double that man right away.
We're going to run. See, that's why
He messed that up. He messed that up.
I'm going to ask y'all about that final
seen that. We were
final
talking
play of
about
regulation. He get doubled to
Yes.
get to Julius Randle.
We were talking about
I love
it.
coaching. You're not going to
What would you have done? What would you have done?
What then? I'm going to run that in.
For the Timberwolves. You're the Timberwolves. You got 7. It was 7 on the clock.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
7 on the clock. But you don't run the play for Ant Edwards to catch the ball because they're gonna double right away.
Yes.
You give it to the point.
I agree.
You let him come off for the last shot.
Yeah.
So now you don't give it to Julius Randle for him to throw it here for that shot. So it's like Julius is supposed to make the play, but they wanted it for Ant.
He shot the first one. The second one, he froze.
Yes, he did.
Fuck that. You shoot it.
He didn't even look.
Hey,
he didn't even
he
look.
thought about it like, I just missed. Fuck that.
Nah,
There you go. Like, not again.
I swear.
Not
he
again.
was like, yo, why did he drive?
Yeah, not again, because he could have went left, because he wasn't even
sure.
You can get to your money downhill, you motherfucking here.
You just did it 2 possessions
yes,
before.
Thank you.
Yes, you
I'm
just
thinking
laid
like,
it.
go. He like, No, not again.
So
you go miss it.
You got it.
Yo, you go miss it.
That's how they do in the league. If 2 seconds on the shot clock,
What?
shoot it.
He got the ball with 4 and could have drove that bitch and threw it to him 2.
Damn.
Does Wolf not having that other guy to be able to step up and do that concern y'all at all when you just look at that squad? I mean, you think about the Nuggets, you got Jamal Murray who could do it. Joker, even I want to say that first overtime 2-point game, just backed Ant down, easy bucket. I'm watching like that's the effort y'all giving right now. Like that was
game because Anthony. See, the thing is with it, Julius Randle had to play that way because they had 5 fouls.
Yeah.
And you had no fouls. You finished the game with 1 foul.
Yeah.
So you got to give a little more effort in that case, right?
Joker 5 fouls too for
5 fouls. He out there. So I said it the other day, right? And people thought I was crazy. When the game on the line, did you see Nikola out there moving them puppies?
Absolutely.
I keep telling people, dog, when it's on the line, watch this man, dog. This man competitive. He out there up on the screen. He
was definitely up there.
Up at level of the screen, and like, you got to pass this ball.
Yes, get it out of his hands.
Hands out. If you pass, I might get my hand up.
Hold for me for a second.
Hey, I might get my hand up. Just hold me up.
Yep.
And hey,
old school. Getting back to the old school shit, man.
I know I be fucking with the Lakers about Nikola, what he be doing.
There's been some burpees.
No, but no. Rudy Gobert should wake up in his nightmares, bruh. Saying this, hey, dog. He should have nightmares about this man.
Yeah. Very telling. No Gobert, first, second overtime.
But you gotta
why? Why he wasn't there? Shit. Fuck is the reason.
Think about what he was doing last night. Shaq used to do guys in the league with the deep position. Just throw it. Just throw it, and I'm gonna catch it, and I'm gonna
right up.
and I'm gonna
in
lay
bad
him.
position.
And he's hitting him with the guard.
Yeah.
So that's the hardest thing as a big, the guard. And Rudy been doing it for so long. So if you can do it on him, ain't nobody got a chance with this dude.
Yeah, like Shaq said, he's just going. Yeah, man, you use that against him, run, sit right in the middle of the paint. That's for the ball. As soon as I get, I'm just going right up because you ain't expecting me to shoot it.
And you gotta foul me.
That's what's going on.
And he can shoot free throws if we get him a little bit more consistent down the stretch because he could have put the game away.
And that's so. We asked the chat, who is your MVP? 58% of the chat say Jokic right now, but
because that's coming off of last night.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously, last night has a lot to do it. You talked about the Westbrook stuff, so let's get a little bit.
Hold on, we got to give credit to Walker for down the stretch.
Corner 3.
Nikhil Alexander.
He
Walker
actually came through for them more than anybody on the team, so we got to give him credit too. On the
Shea Cousin.
The corner 3, Anthony Edwards made. They ran the play, got him off the ball. He was in the corner for the 3.
He played 45 minutes at 26 points.
He hit some big shots.
Played 45 minutes off the bench.
45 minutes off the bench.
He was
Nobody else on the bench played more than 12 minutes. He came in and played
He was
45,
like
26, 7 rebounds, 8 assists.
Big man is big time.
Rocking the Shea Converse, and it's a little poetic justice.
He had the crucial play when Bron stole it, when he didn't come to the ball, Anthony. So man, it's a lot. It was a lot of plays, man, that was made by both teams and not made by both teams that definitely affected the outcome.
Yeah,
but great basketball game for basketball enthusiasts and fans of it, man. And
so good.
We talk about ratings decline and all that stuff. Like we have,
but a lot of people on the East Coast didn't get to see
games.
it though. But a lot of people on the East Coast probably didn't get to see it. They in the bed already. But
and the glaring thing was both teams played hard. Both teams play hard. I like, even though Rudy didn't play good, he was trying to play hard.
Yeah,
you know, Nas, and then you think about Nas and DiVincenzo being in that game, and then you think about Murray
and MPJ
being
full goal, and they playing hard like that, right? No lethargic ass bullshit. Like,
think about that 7-game series,
right? That should be something they was looking at. Both of those two guys, MPJ and Murray, should have been looking like, yeah, well, we got to bring this when we come back. We can't drop from this.
Yeah, no, I was tuned in, man, and I didn't watch most of the first quarter, but I watched the majority of the game, man. I'm like, yo, this is that intensity that you need like when it means something. And Michael Malone challenged his team through the media.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he challenged them in the locker room, and they rose to the challenge. And that's what you expect from a team who you have 3-time MVP, Finals MVP champion, this, that, and the third. That's what you expect from him. For them to rise to the occasion and for the team to follow his lead, and they did that. So, I'm excited for the playoffs. However it's going to line up, whoever matching up, I'm excited for the playoffs. So
you talk about that Western Conference playoffs. Obviously, we know Thunder got the top spot locked up, but beyond that, Rockets pretty much got number 2 locked up. But every night now it's flipping and flopping and jumping. And, right now we got a Lakers-Warriors matchup at the 4-5 that, we'll see what ends up happening. But we talked a little bit about early this week. Going to be a lot of ducking going on. Teams trying to get that ideal matchup that's right for them. We're going to see some interesting things in these last few weeks of the season.
One thing, I just know nobody want to play them.
Why do teams want to do that?
Because they don't. But you want to play them?
You're still going to face somebody.
But still not that first round though.
Yeah.
But you get a little more momentum on your team. I would not want to play Nikola Jokic in the first round. I don't give a fuck what team I am.
I don't want to play him, period.
I don't want to play him, but I definitely don't want to. I want to give myself. Let me get a little more out of this first round. We learn how to win 4 games in a series, right?
It's gonna hurt either way.
Either way, it's gonna
hurt.
Right, but I don't want. Hey, let me
take me out early. Let me go home. Let me go home. If I go
a couple
home.
rounds of playoff checks to get, man. You got a couple rounds of these playoff checks to get, man.
Let me collect a little bit.
I need these 2 rounds of these playoff checks.
You want the easiest matchup, or at least what you believe to be the easiest matchup possible in that first round.
None of that shit gonna be easy.
Right.
The most favorable matchup for your squad. Listen, one thing, I don't care who Oklahoma City play in the first round, it ain't gonna be easy.
You can't.
I can tell you that shit right now.
We here and who they.
It's gonna be a dog fight.
We trying to take your head.
We don't care about that 15-game lead.
So it ain't gonna be that last year Minnesota Phoenix situation where they go in and bring the broom out. It ain't gonna be none of that shit this year. I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't think anybody care about that 15-game lead. It's
not at all. Right now, and it's gonna be a dog fight.
So let's go. We talked about Westbrook a little bit. Let's go back to what became the 2-game deciding plays. We got that clipped off. But like I said, Westbrook comes up with a huge steal pass to Christian Brown. Brown gives it back to him. He smoked the layup. And I love Russ, UCLA guy. He smoked it.
He was going too fast when he caught it.
And then comes back down.
Just fly by him, Russ.
And yeah, it was a foul, but
just fly by him, man.
On this angle, he definitely gets him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You don't need to even come that
but
close.
He's selling. Nickeil Alexander-Walker already selling and falling over before contact's even made.
We all know, man. You don't put yourself in that situation for game.
Yeah.
And Russ been around too long.
Hey man, he got to hit that.
But that's also coming off of the foul on the jump ball, where they called it on I think McDaniels. It was, but that's what I'm saying. Both of those
No, but that was a foul.
That
jump
was.
Ball.
I thought they called it on.
But
Randall, holding.
Yeah, but
Joker, like y'all pointed out, missed the free throw, so put the Nuggets up 1, could have put them up 2. So that Russ layup, if it happened like it happened, would have put them up 4, sealed the game. But he makes that layup, puts them up 3. Obviously, Wolves still have a chance to come back, tie the game. But as Russ was leaving the court, he got into it with a fan.
Again, yeah. See this? Yeah, let's speak on it.
Talk about that first. I was gonna say he got into a fan said something he didn't appreciate.
The fan said something. We saw him turn around immediately. No, you can't do that, Russ.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Russ, but you can't do it, Russ.
You know why he did it? You know why he did it?
They just watched you.
He was guilty. Yeah. You guilty as hell, bro.
What I say all the time.
You did it, bro.
Hey, hit dogs will holler. I say it all the time, dog. Hey, hit dogs will holler.
He immediately turns like, what? Hey, that was some trash.
But y'all been in that position as a
man.
hooper where something goes down. It's like, this is not the time to say anything to me.
It is not. You're absolutely. I'm saying I get it.
Yeah, but
I get it.
just go to the locker room.
Yeah, but you got to eat that. In that moment, you got to eat that.
He knew walking down that. He knew he was gonna hear something.
That's
You gotta
full
eat that.
sprint, just full sprint straight to the locker room.
You got to eat that in that moment.
Yeah.
Like, you got to take that, whatever they said, you got to take that and keep it fucking pushing, bro.
You right, bro. You
Hey,
right.
my thing is, like I said, you got to make, with the layup, because it was still 10, 11 seconds to go on the clock in the game, which is an eternity in this situation. You got to make sure you get that ball in that basket, man. Like, it wasn't close. Like, it wasn't close to making that motherfucker. That's the thing.
Russ might have the most smoked layups.
Like, that wasn't close with the game on, and that, like, you got to at least get that motherfucker up on the rim.
Oh, you got to dunk.
Jump. If you scared, like, I'm just saying, jumped up that motherfucker, dropped that bitch in, bruh.
You Russ. They was already thinking you was gonna smash that shit anyway.
Dunk it, yeah. I mean,
Two-hand dunk that bitch.
emphatic dunk, at least get some
Swing.
momentum going back on the next
Swing off that
And
bitch.
if you're not feeling like you got it like
That's what
that,
I mean.
you keep it and you pass it to him and let him finish it. He gave it away right away. So he could get it back. So that's
Yes,
why,
that's
why he
why.
was. That's why I said he was going too fast when he got it back.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
seen it right away. I was like, oh shit, he going.
Which he has a tendency to do.
You can't compound it.
He plays
And then
fast.
he jumped too far out. He jumped way too far out, and he was like, when you got the ball that long in the air, hey,
Big steal.
strong hand. He got the strong
Huge play on the other end.
huge steal.
Sugar the shit.
And then two
Sugar
bad
shit.
ones in a row.
Sugar the
But
shit immediately.
after the game, Coach Malone supported his former MVP guard with these comments.
I would think, generally speaking, that's the case. You know, a guy that's been through so much, more experiences to draw from. But I also know who Russell Westbrook is, and you know, he's a guy that hates to lose. So he may not want to hear any of that stuff, you know, because he's a perfectionist and he's a competitor. And knowing Russ the way I do, he's probably going to put a lot of this on him. But we lost tonight. The Denver Nuggets, we as a collective group lost a game tonight, not one player.
Yeah.
So if you're in a moment like that, and you guys have probably experienced at some point in your careers, but do you take accountability in that moment? Look, it was on me.
Absolutely. Soon as you get in that bitch. Absolutely.
Is it obvious?
Yeah. You know, you have.
So, but we can't
It is
answer that.
fucking obvious. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna shy
Or you
away
just
from
sit
the
there,
obvious shit. I was with them tonight.
Joke, if you would have made that free throw. No, I'm just kidding.
I was
like,
with
shit.
them for
Hey,
sure.
hey, fellas.
For
shit,
me, all night, man. That's me, man.
We'd have gotten that motherfucker before he got in all day, man.
I owe y'all the present.
That me?
Something, man. Shit.
Yo, that's.
Lucky that ain't a playoff
Yeah,
game.
for sure.
Let's get it out.
And
of the
everybody
system
understand. He didn't build up enough equity. The way he played the game.
Yeah.
He made a lot of game-winning plays. He did a lot during that game
And
to
it
put
all
them in that
gets-
situation.
it gets wiped
So we
away.
can't negate that what he did up to that point, man. He's fucked up. It's the game. We all listen, man. I threw the fucking ball away in the playoffs. Out of bounds play. It fucking happens, bruh. Like, so you gotta own it. But
How did you feel about that out of bounds play when you were running it?
No, so the thing is, I vouched for I went and told, because we threw the ball away the game before.
Yeah.
I can do it better.
I got it.
Right? I got it.
Let me do it.
Let me do it.
I'll show you. Hey, that's the worst one too. And you fuck up.
Hey, but guess what? The motherfucking coach called the same play.
And that's why, I know we've talked about it on the show before. So you hear that same play being called, and it's like,
Yes, exactly. And that's as soon as I'm like, okay.
you set me up.
Youngin, get open. Hey, I'm looking at it like, get open.
But the thing about Russ is though, like we've seen him, he had levels of play where he plays reckless.
And he did so many great things during the game.
Man, he might smoke one.
Catch that bitch off his
offensive
foot,
rebound.
some shit.
Russ.
Yeah.
How does it hit the back of the backboard?
Yeah.
You shot from this side.
So I was watching Inside the NBA post-game show, and they said Russ shouldn't have went and shot that layup. He should have pulled it out and tried to run some clock. But I'm thinking, all right, when you do that,
No.
That's part of it.
Smart-wise, if you thinking about it, he's at his bench too. Yeah. They caught the ball by his bench.
Yeah.
So you pull it out, it's That's the smart, savvy play to make.
6 and 1/2 dozen other, dog. It's 6 and 1.
But now it becomes a free throw.
He could have dribbled it out, absolutely.
And then he would have got the foul.
And he could have dribbled that bitch and then motherfucking kicked that bitch out of bounds right out off his foot, right?
Yeah.
Just trying to do that.
Because one thing we've seen him do that before as well when the game on the line. Dribbling too fast and the bitch kick off his foot. We've seen that. So he could have. He could have dunked the bitch. He could have did a lot of things. But what he did, it just didn't go.
You take the 2, right? Or am I tripping?
Yes.
You take the 2 points.
To go up 3. Absolutely.
So watching it, do you think that his reaction or anybody's reaction in that moment should be upset at yourself? Should it be something that like, fucked up type shit?
Yeah.
Because the way he handled it is like the way anybody who makes mistakes handles it. Man, I ain't even thinking about that shit. Next play. He's thinking ahead. Next play, I fucked up.
Yeah, but then
that's what I'm saying. So then it carries over to the tunnel, and now we know it bothers you. Now we know you are putting on a face right there. That you got to let that shit out. So we know it was okay. You didn't really want that to happen. Like,
but missed layup, if he comes back, doesn't foul Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he just misses the shot, you win the game, everybody forgets about it, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's just you smoke the shit out there.
Now smoke a layup and
That cost us the game. Like
3 free throws.
The smoke didn't cost us the game. The foul cost
us the game.
Right?
Because if he missed the free throws, we still in good. He made one, it's cool. You get another chance.
Exactly.
Right.
But the fan is like, damn, Russ. He probably just said, damn, Russ. Damn, Russ. What the fuck you mean? What the fuck you mean, damn, Russ?
Damn, Westbrook, you cost us the game or some shit. And they got his reaction. Right? Unfortunate, man. Like,
oh, man, I love Trigger.
I get it.
Motherfucker, boy.
I understand it, man. Like, we all done been there, bro. Some shit don't go our way, and the motherfucking fan just push that right button in that right moment.
It's the best.
It's the best. We asked the chat, is it obvious? 84% said yes.
Woo! 84.
I was expecting to be a little bit higher, but let's talk a little bit about this Timberwolves squad. They deserve a lot of love for being able to pull off this win. 12-3 in their last 15 games. Half game behind the Warriors for the 5th spot. Have the 6th best defensive rating in the league, 9th best offensive rating. How much faith do you have in this Timberwolves squad to get out the first round?
None.
Absolutely none. They playing so good right now, though.
Where they at right now?
They are, I believe, 6th. Let me double check for you.
I mean, they going.
Or 7, excuse me, but.
I mean, they're going on the road.
They're tied with the Grizzlies right now. I think Grizzlies on the tiebreaker, so they're both 44-32. Warriors are 44-31. And the Lakers over there 46-29. So Lakers have a 2.5 game lead over them for the 4th spot. But half game separating Warriors and Timberwolves.
If you game plan and take the ball out of Ant hands like they was doing, I don't know who else they gonna rely on. So I don't know who's their second best player. Is Julius Randle?
Mm-hmm. All NBA.
Not right now. Have been, yes, but I'm not. No, nope, I don't trust him. Don't believe in him.
And the way it's panning out right now, like I think perfect world, you get the Lakers, Warriors first round. You get the Nuggets, Wolves first round.
I mean, I'm looking at the Wolves, and just by that game last night, let's just say that sums up their regular season, that game last night. And you add Nas and you add DiVincenzo, and they still don't have Cat. Cat was an essential part of that team because he did so many things beyond score. So you look at Ju and you say Ju sometimes is very inconsistent. He's very inconsistent with his play and his rebounding, and that's a thing that they needed because they was dominant they were at a dominant front court. So now DiVincenzo being inconsistent, you got Walker, you got McDaniels, they haven't upped their offensive performance enough to solidify some type of dominance in the West. So they're kind of like the Knicks of the West. They just kind of trying to figure out where they can get in and sustain something, but I don't think they got getting out of the first round, depending on who they match up with. They could be out for sure.
Yeah. No, I like Anthony Edwards. I like his competitive drive. I like his confidence.
Yeah.
I love his approach. He needs help.
Yeah.
He needs help.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Nas Reed guy, but it's still him, Drew, like they the same player to me.
Yeah.
So if they not bringing it combined with what you need, if they not giving you 34, 35, 36 combined points
Facts.
between the two of them, you ain't got a chance.
You got to move on from Conley.
Because what is...
He not giving you nothing. Walker is a good,
But see, the thing,
he's a good complimentary player, but you need a dynamic point guard.
No, but the reason that he play Mike, because Mike is solid defensively, he's not going to fuck up the game plan.
Right, yeah, he know where to be. He know where to be.
He's going to help you defensively because he's been around the Memphis days well, so that's why Mike Conley's still in the rotation, still playing consistently, right? And going to help you in the playoff series, but that ain't that ain't enough.
Yeah.
Dante, that's not enough.
It's not enough.
Right? Solid. Listen,
can't depend on that.
These guys are really good basketball
this.
players. They're good basketball players. They're really good basketball players, but when it gets into a series and real coaching and game planning and taking things away and making you do something else is implemented and game in, game out, I don't know about them dudes, right? They collectively gonna help us, but if I need to rely on you for a minimum of 4 games, 7 games, yeah.
He don't got the
I don't know.
He don't got the system to sustain any type of you didn't establish DiVincenzo when he got there as a guy coming off screens and coming off triple-double staggers, and he's a threat when he's in the game. Y'all all play the same game. Pick and roll on the side, try to take advantage of the mismatch. There's no actual actions going on for guys who need actions to be threats. And that's the bad part about watching the game today, because you got guys who are good enough to thrive in specific positions. If you put sets in, he's gonna run off this and come off this, he's gonna get this shot, or he's gonna make a play. He's good enough to do that. But the coaches are so stubborn with the analytics of shooting more threes is gonna get you more chances to win games if you hit threes. But you ain't even running plays for threes. You're not even running plays for guys who can actually be threats.
So we asked the chat, will the T-Wolves win a playoff series? 55% of the chat thinks that they can. They say yes, they can.
They can, but that ain't the question.
Well, they will.
Yeah, that ain't the fucking question.
They can do anything.
That wasn't the goddamn question. Yeah.
That's what the chat says. You say,
they won't.
Fuck no. But so what's missing from that roster? Like, what's the compliment that Ant needs to get to that next?
He need help. He need another 20-some a night score, point a night score. He needs that. Reliable. Somebody who can go.
Rudy Gobert, Julius Randle, none of those essential guys on that team.
Perhaps has 6'11" power forward that can stretch out.
Yeah. Has Julius Randle been able to do that? Absolutely, but I don't think this is the system in the program for it. Right?
He can give you 20,
but he's a ball stopper. So
they had to change their whole offense.
They got to change it because you got on ISOs. Like you got to let him do twos. You got to put him in that 16, 17-foot area and let him work.
And he has to hit.
And the ball in the way they play, it ain't built for that.
Right.
Their style of play is built to have the ball in Anthony Edwards' hands.
Yep.
And when Anthony Edwards is not in the game, more than likely Julius Randle's not in the game because of the rotation. So now the ball it's a collective.
It feels collective when.
But then you can't have Nas Reed and Julius in the game together because they're the same people. So now when Nas Reed is in the game, he's the feature because he's the sixth man.
Yeah.
So now it gets it. So they're not made for the way Julius Randle needs to be in order for him to be 20 and 10, like we know he can be. Their system's not made for that.
It would stop the possessions that they have. They wouldn't get enough possessions for him and Ant both to have. Because it would slow the game down for the possessions and the ISOs. Ant's ISOs come off of pick and rolls. Yep. His ISOs are coming off drops and turns.
You got to be efficient.
So Julius Randle averaging 19-7 this year, but we talked about the Julius Randle cat trade when it first went down. Kind of predict which team we feel like will win that trade, but at this point, do we feel like either team has won that trade?
And it doesn't feel like he averages 19 tonight.
Yeah.
Just saying.
No, I mean, he'll have last 3 games, 26, 26, 25. Then he had a 9-point game. Then it's a 20-point game. It's a 17, 17, 11. 14, 13, 16, 6 point. It just.
Yeah. So that's the thing, right? And in a playoff series, you can't afford that. So you can't come out game 1 and have 9. Just can't.
Yeah. You got to be relied on to elevate and up that scoring production.
Absolutely. And the way it looked, it's a copycat league. We all know that. So the way Michael Malone game plan, take the ball out of Anthony Edwards' hands late, he saw how guys reacted to it. We always got that in our back pocket. We can always start the game that way. If there was, so it's a lot of things that came from watching them play last night. A lot of good, but then you could watch how they play in dire situations, and so you can take the ball out of Ant's hand, and then like who else is gonna go out and make a play? But yeah, I just don't. Yeah. We'll see.
Well,
we will see.
Julius Randle played 50 minutes last night, took a season high, 22 shots, obviously. Double overtime will help that output, but we will see with this Wolves squad. Don't know how to feel about him.
He didn't shoot the ball in the second overtime.
After you tried to take that game winner.
If I'm not mistaken, he didn't shoot the ball in the second overtime.
They played well enough to win, man. It's just the outlook on everything doesn't look as sharp as it did a year ago. It was sharp a year ago.
You were excited about that team going into the post.
It was I think they was a point guard away. Yeah. A young, dynamic point guard away. A Bones Highland type of guy.
No. How about the kid that they drafted?
Rob
Dillon.
Oh, there you go. He's the same type of dude, yeah.
Bones Highland. Yeah, they got Bones over there.
They do have Bones over there.
Bones is over there.
Where? In Minnesota?
Yeah.
Oh, they got both of them?
Yes.
See, they fucking around.
They do have busy Bones over there.
They don't like that reckless basketball. That's that, because them two, they trying to get buckets all the time. So they take away from Ant when he out there. They need somebody to get Ant the ball. So.
Yeah, we will see with this Wolves squad and how they're moving. I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about them. But shout out to ZipRecruiter for sponsoring today's podcast. After the NBA playoffs, or before in the case of the Memphis Grizzlies, there might be some coaches looking for work. And if you need to hire for your business and want an easier way to find qualified candidates, head to ZipRecruiter. And right now you can try for free at ZipRecruiter.com/Gil. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology works fast to find top talent so you don't waste time or money. You can invite top candidates for your job to apply to encourage them to apply sooner. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to this exclusive web address to try ZipRecruiter for free. ZipRecruiter.com/Gil. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/GIL. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. All right.
So if I go to ZipRecruiter,
you're going to find some quality candidates.
And I'm looking for some work.
You're looking for the work.
I'll type in my qualifications.
You will get some candidates who apply faster if you use ZipRecruiter as opposed to
I can tell the work. They can just start to go to ZipRecruiter to look.
Accept the applications.
You looking for some work.
4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter.
We looking for some work.
You'll get a quality candidate within the first day.
First day?
Within 24 hours.
Woo!
You post on ZipRecruiter.
24-hour feedback.
Some quality candidates will apply.
Shit, quality assurance.
But let's head back to the whole Shaq discussion. So on the Inside the NBA pregame show, Adam Lefkoe asked Shaq how the 2001 version of the Big Diesel would fare going up against the 2025 version of Joker. And here's what Shaq had to say.
Slavian chicken, wherever he's from.
Slavian.
Wait, what?
Slovenian chicken? Slovenian chicken.
Really?
You tear him up? Yeah.
100%.
What's your stat line? What's his stat line into the night?
I'm
Serbia,
40.
by the way.
I'm getting 40, and they're going to have to double me. And he probably going to pick and pop and take me all that, but he probably won't be in the game a while, because after he shoot the 3, I'm running right to the middle lane and a whole arena going to yell 3 seconds, and we'll see. And I'm going to hit way more 2s than you hit 3s, guarantee you that.
I just don't think they would ever match.
I want to see it. I wish I could see it.
And
They're not putting Aaron Gordon on him.
And I'm going to make his brothers want to fight me, because the first play of the game, elbows.
You don't want that.
I don't
you don't
think
want them
you want
apples. You don't want his brothers coming at you.
I got brothers.
Come on, Twitter.
I got
Come at
brothers.
me with the
brothers.
No, have you seen his brothers?
And have you seen my brothers? Watch this. See? Yeah, see?
My brothers, my Q dogs.
So they said 2001 Shaq, but Shaq won his only MVP in 2000, averaged 38 points, 17 rebounds, 3 blocks in the finals to win his first finals MVP. In 2001, Shaq averaged 29 points, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks in the regular season, 33 points, 16 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3.4 blocks in the finals while winning his second straight finals MVP. But so far this season, Jokic averaging 30 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, 1.8 steals per game on 58, 42, 80 shooting splits. So is the Big Diesel spitting or tripping saying 2001 Shaq will barbecue 2025 Jokic?
Yo,
Did we watch basketball back then or not? How many drop step tomahawk dunks have you seen Joker do? How many backboards have Joker broken? Rims had to be replaced. Timeout. We got to take 45 minutes to replace this whole goal. Thanks, Shaquille. Shit.
Sloppy and chicken.
I'll never bet against Shaq. Prime anything, bro. We've never seen anything like that.
Ken, you had to guard Shaq.
no.
Never?
No.
Not one time during your time?
Probably, yeah, doing transition or something. That wasn't my matchup.
But I'm just saying. a matchup.
What was I gonna do?
That's my point. A
You gonna
matchup.
dunk me and the ball.
A matchup you would try to avoid.
No, I ain't try to avoid. Now, if I had to, if motherfucker in transition or something, I ain't go look the other way like one of my teammates did.
Valley.
Motherfucker running down the middle of the floor, you see this motherfucker and you look the other way. Twice. They thought he dunking that bitch and you looking like,
You got him?
you gotta see it.
I thought you had him.
Biggest person out here. Nah, man, yeah. Yes, Shaq. But you still gotta go guard him on the other end too, big fella. But
6 fouls.
But that's the
6 fouls.
Because we say, all right, well, Joker.
did nobody have a chance to guard that dude?
Joker got to guard Shaq, but Shaq got to guard Joker. But is Joker gonna be in the game?
No. 6 fouls.
No,
He not gonna-
they're gonna double him, like he said. There's
Can't
no
even double them.
No one play. See, here's the disclaimer, y'all. Nobody plays Shaq straight up. There was no 5 in the NBA that could guard Shaquille O'Neal 1-on-1 without. You're gonna be in foul trouble immediately. You either you're gonna let him score or you're gonna get a foul. It's one of the two.
Ain't no digging.
Ain't no
none of that.
you're
Double.
You're a full
out double.
double team.
Full rotate.
Either you're coming on. So it's 2 ways you can do this thing, and we're gonna
Go
teach
through it. Walk through the whole shit. Walk through it.
Actually, it's more, but either you can go when the ball, so you go on the pass is what they call it. On the time of the ball is the flight of the ball. By the time the ball gets to Shaquille O'Neal, you got 2 people on it.
From wherever the fuck you throw
Wherever
it.
you throw it, they throw that bitch, you double team him as soon as he catch it. You don't even give him an opportunity to play. That's one way. The other way, you go on the dribble. Good luck trying to get him off his spot.
Get him off the spot. First, get him off the
First,
spot.
gotta get him off the block.
The first
Hey.
thing is don't let his ass
First,
post
right.
low on the block.
Because if you
Push him
catch
off.
it on the block, you done.
You're dead.
So
You're dead.
First thing is try to make him catch the ball off the block.
Do your work early.
Good luck.
Who's doing that?
Good luck.
Everybody's
Like I said,
trying. No,
but
the refs
Good luck.
allowed you to hold him up.
good luck.
If he wasn't trying to really run to the spot, you can
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
hold him until he gets
But my
there.
question is, who's doing that on this Nuggets
Nobody.
squad?
That's what I'm saying. No, ain't nobody doing that. I'm
Hell
speaking
no.
on then.
I know, but-
right, the damn now. I'm
He ain't
speaking
now.
on the bigs in 2000,
How we was
2001,
trying to work with
2,
this, we
3,
trying to work.
4, 5. The bigs that was hired for this task. Each team had at least 4 or 5 dudes, man.
Yeah.
So therefore, one guy, speaking on one guy trying to do this job.
Yeah.
NBA teams had 5 bigs, man, trying to guard this one in particular person that we're speaking of, right?
Think about how he get his fouls.
Dude, you're gonna get a foul just trying to stop him from ducking in,
Repost.
and good luck.
Oh my Lord.
He throw that bitch out.
That's when, this is how he fucked up your game plan.
Yeah.
All right, what they doing? We don't know what they doing, y'all. Just throw it into me. I'm going to read it,
Let's
and we're
see.
going to see where they coming from.
Yeah.
All right, they coming from the top. All right, look, Derek, stay there. Don't cut. Kobe, you cut. They gonna double, we're gonna throw it out. I'm a repost.
Yeah, because you gotta honor. So if Derek Fisher cutting through, it's like,
He might not lay it if he
might
get
not,
it.
you're right. Kobe cutting through,
You gotta stay.
you gon' motherfucker, he gonna catch that bitch.
Everybody collapse.
He gonna have that motherfucker out here, goddamn, and you look good luck.
Yes,
right?
sir.
How he bang that bitch on Ty McCullough on my team,
And
right?
fucking, yeah, oh, yeah.
So,
Tom McCullough, who had a job in the league,
yes.
merely to guard.
Yes,
Shaquille
him. Listen, dog.
That was the play he talking about, the play he talking about.
Listen, I played on, this is film. I had Jim McIlvain as a 5 on my team.
Shout out Jim McIlvain.
Evan Eschmeyer, Todd McCullough, Jason Collins, Dikembe, Zoe, Aaron Williams.
Aaron Big Ass Williams,
Dog,
boy.
I just named 7 bigs that I played with from my rookie year to my second year. 7 that was tasked to try to guard this guy, dog.
All purpose,
Right? In 2 years, 7 bigs. So to say that this one in particular guy we were speaking of was going to try, no, it wasn't going to happen. David Robinson, one of the strongest individuals that could possibly be in the National Basketball Association. Shaq gave this goddamn man fits.
Man.
When I say fits.
Like fashion fits,
Like,
a runway, nigga.
yo,
All them fits. You
all
gonna
the
wear
best
all the
ones,
fits.
they didn't put them together.
All of them.
They didn't put these motherfuckers
Where
together.
this
This is a
one?
showcase here. Dog.
All
He
day
used to
long.
abuse David Robinson.
Man.
Abuse him.
Even in the All-Star game, nigga.
So, dude, you think about it, dog. Some of the bigs that got jobs, man. It's a lot of people. They should have. Listen, Shaq should have been filing these motherfuckers on their taxes.
As
dependents, man.
Y'all here just for me.
They got in the NBA specifically because of Shaquille O'Neal, man.
Just the reseal alone, man.
Dog.
Joker ain't never seen nothing like this type of, cause he the one banging against people.
He's bigger than everybody,
He
right?
ain't used to, the only dude that could probably bang him would be Embiid, right? And they match up we don't get to see that matchup. So you look at Shaq, you say Shaq is salivating. He's like, man, I wish I would have.
Because you say send the double, but who are you sending on the double on this current Nuggets roster? That's what
Even if
So it has to be
repost,
So no,
throw it
it's
out,
two.
throw it
It's
back
only
in.
so you can't send a point guard for one. It's irrelevant.
That's my point.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Michael Porter Jr. or you're going to be motherfucking Eric Gordon. So it's going to be a big, right? Or you're going to have to play big and play DeAndre Jordan and Jokic together.
You have
so
to.
DeAndre
I'm looking at the roster.
Five. So that's the way I would do it. If I'm coaching it, I'm putting DeAndre at the 5 and Jokic at the 4. Now he ain't got to deal with it. Right? And I got 3 other. So the thing is, I got 3 other bigs over here with DeAndre Jordan. Right? He get his 2, then in the next one.
Yeah, he the last.
Get his 2.
Joker the last option.
Then now I'm gonna put Nicole on him.
Yeah. Now he tired.
Now he tired a little bit.
Yeah.
But he gonna get his 2.
Yeah, he gonna now. But we need a Nicole on that end. So now we're gonna double him.
Yeah, and
we're not gonna put Nicole in that situation. So now the double team should come into play. Now the bigs that's tasked, you just don't want Shaq dunking this bitch every play. That's the goal. You want this motherfucker to you want to hold him up enough to try to get him to shoot a jump hook. That's it. Because he's big ass hands, he gonna go this way, shoot this bitch this way, he gonna go. That's the goal. You don't want him to hook dunk this motherfucker every play. That shit demoralizing.
We've had this conversation before, and it's always, well, Shaq got to guard Joker on the other end,
Don't
but
matter.
we might not get to that other end. I might be
Okay,
Joker
so
might be chilling on the bench.
This is the question. You're talking about 2001 Shaq.
Yeah.
And you're talking about him having to guard Joker. What is he having to guard? The 3?
No, that motherfucker footwork is
That's what I'm saying. Other than that,
But Shaq 2001 was bringing that bitch up too, doing spin moves, crossovers and shit. Dunking that bitch in the middle of the lane. Like, he wasn't big, fat Shaq still. He was 2001 Shaq. Like,
pre-snack Shaq.
This is and people don't, we think guys that play this game today is dominant. Like people have dominant performances this day and age. Like what Nikola did is a dominant performance. Shaq was a dominant basketball player, a dominant force that you had to game. You got a game plan for something, but this one guy that you just threw your whole game plan out the window.
But you tell me Joker averaging 30, 13, 10 assists, dominant?
It's a dominant performance, yes.
But for a season.
For a season, yes.
I mean, you know.
But is he a dominant player?
This man, it's a difference, trust me.
I'm just saying, if somebody's coming out and giving me 30, 13.
We had this conversation before.
I'm just asking,
we were talking
you
about
guys.
Shaq's finals performances and comparison.
And that's why I said 2000 Shaq.
I seen it.
Bro,
That's why I said 2000 Shaq.
We talking about Shaq, though.
I was out there.
Yeah.
Like, I was out there. Like, I shared the floor with that. Listen, man.
That's why I had to point out the 38 and 17.
Free throws.
Yes.
If the ball was a little bit bigger, Shaq will have a better chance. He was shooting the ball like this. He was shooting like a pop shot.
So just
it was like, what are we doing? You gotta foul him.
4 games, man.
Then he wanted to punch you when you're fouling him because it was like, damn, Shaq, relax. You know we gotta foul you. Shut the fuck up, man. Stop touching.
Yeah, the elbows.
Fuck.
And
Shit get over, go make your free throw.
Fuck. Shit.
So we asked the chat with 2001 Shaq, barbecue Jokic. 74% of the chat says yes, that would happen. To hear you guys break it down.
If Shaq was a 75% free throw shooter.
Excuse me?
If he was a 75%.
68.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
75 is
70.
too crazy.
Let's give him 70.
Greatest player of all time.
If he was a career 70% free throw shooter from the line, he's the all-time leading scorer in the NBA.
100,000%. He probably still be playing too.
Like he's
still be playing right now.
He'd be the all-time leading scorer, dog. You know how many free throws this man missed?
Yeah. Which is wild.
Yeah.
Right.
Hack a Shaq.
But then you see him try to hold a basketball.
And nobody ever told his, well, we covered this before, and nobody ever told his big ass to move off that line.
Never.
Nick Van Exel shot free throws, motherfucking a foot off the line.
Yep. You think that would have helped him?
Absolutely. You've seen this man before.
Too close.
That ball. What person in the history of our game too strong and too, hey.
What are you playing, beer pong?
Right? It's a ping pong ball.
I swear to God, he's playing beer pong.
Right?
It's all good, Shaq. We understand.
It's a ping pong ball with water in it.
Man.
Got a little weight to him. That's it.
That's it,
right?
man.
The motherfucker trying to throw that damn ball up there, dog, with touch.
Man, get mad at him.
Consistently.
He pissed, because you know he can't make it.
You know he can't make it.
You know he can't make it.
Right?
Fuck, they foul me again.
Yeah.
Let me try my.
Now you got to try to take him out the game. Now you got to play this game.
Man, now he hate that.
Now,
it's like,
now
fuck.
he's really mad. Now you done pissed him off, right?
Now don't foul him.
He already a mean basketball player. Now you start this hacker Shaq shit. Now you making him. Now you done pissed him off.
It's insulting him. Now he's
Now when
saying,
he get the ball,
you can't be great because you can't shoot free throws, Shaq.
And now when he get the ball,
Dunk it a little bit harder.
Yeah.
I'm dunking it a little bit harder.
He gonna run somebody over. You try to step in the way. He gonna run. It's gonna So yeah.
Shaq was the original Monstar.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving. We got to talk about another legendary performance. So last time Steph played against the Grizzlies in Memphis, he had 2 points in 24 minutes, didn't make a field goal. Warriors got 50-pieced. Tuesday night, Chef Curry got his revenge with a 50-piece of his own as the Grizzlies continued to slide after firing Taylor Jenkins. Let's take a look at the highlights. Steph got to work early, dropping 19 points in the first quarter, hitting 5 of his 6 three-point attempts, along with 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals in his first 11 minutes of action. By halftime, Steph had 32 with 8 threes. Steph finished the game with 52 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, and 5 steals. It was Steph's NBA record 10th career 50-point game since turning 30, and he joins Kobe as the only player to drop 50 and 10 on the Grizzlies. So Draymond Green had his 33rd career triple-double in the game as well with 13 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists. Dre is 31-2 when he drops a triple-double, which is the highest winning percentage in NBA history. Jimmy Butler balled too, 27 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He was 7-11 from the field, 12 for 12 from the line. Ja was balling too, leading the Grizzlies with 36.6 assists. He was 14-22 from the field. Jaren Jackson Jr. had 22-7. Desmond Bane added 19 and 5 dimes. But Jaren Jackson Jr. and Bane were combined 13 for 35 from the field. Warriors got the win, are 19-5 in their last 24 games, 18-2 in games where Steph and Jimmy Butler have played together. This was also Steph's 4th career game with 12 made threes, which is wild. He said he was trying to go after Klay's record of 14.
I thought he was gonna get it.
That's why he had those heat check ones early in the 4th quarter, and I'm missing those. Said, let me just get back to business, try and get the dub. But got to ask both of y'all, did Curry's 50-piece change how you view the Warriors as the playoffs approach?
No, I don't. I just don't think nobody want to play him. But I don't. We'll see. I still haven't. They've been. Yeah, they don't change how I look at him, but he's still dangerous. And we know that.
I think it speaks to the system that's created for Steph. I think it speaks to his skill set, how good he is at shooting the three. To be able to come off and have a good shooting night for Steph, that's what that looks like. I'm hot tonight. And if I'm hot, let's just say 6 out of 10 nights, I'm hot like that, which he can get hot like that. I think that's the advantage for them, but it's the handicap too, it's their crutch.
7-game series, realistically, how many games?
We shut that water off.
How many games do you think Steph can be able to perform at that level? How many games do you think?
He can perform every night like that. Every night he can be on if you're giving him clean looks. It's up to him to miss. But if you turn that water off, they're done.
Yeah.
They're done.
He got to average 28 in the series.
Yeah, they're done.
And we talked about not so much about Steph, but also about what Jimmy is going. If you get a Jimmy playing at that level,
Jimmy's not there.
If they play like they played last night,
no, he has to have a middle name or something. That's not him.
If they play
that's
like
not Jimmy
Bucket.
Bucket.
No, hell no. I don't know who that is out there.
If they played like they played last night, yeah, but
yeah. And obviously, we don't expect Steph to have 52.
like I said, in the playoff series, for them to beat somebody, like I just stated, he's going to have to average 27, 28, 29 in a playoff series, maybe 30.
Yeah.
It's got to be 30 plus.
For them to get out the first round?
Which we know he can do easily. But
Absolutely, but he has to do it.
What does that version of playoff Jimmy in the Warriors uniform need to do?
No, he ain't going to have to average 20-something? So
you don't think
same shit we said?
Him and Draymond need to have a conversation on who's replacement. He's need to start teaching Jimmy how to be Draymond.
That's where you feel like the trajectory is headed right now.
That's who Jimmy Butler is going to be the new Draymond. That's what it is. You need to just take the reins and learn how to pass the Steph. Get in that backpack. So you learn how to get in the backpack. You get your chip right off into the sunset. You might even become a Hall of Famer.
So if Jimmy has to learn how to become the new backpack, what does Draymond have?
He's going to become the chauffeur. He's going to open the door. Remember life. Where you going? Where you think you going?
Damn toe in the bottle.
Yeah, I'm going to drive Mr. Ramsey to the airport. That's Draymond. Draymond is a chauffeur now.
And I hope you piss on this shit.
No, that was, Steph. Yeah. We all know what he's capable of doing, man. It's going to be needed. And one of those, it's not going to be 50.
Yeah. So we talk about that Warriors big three, Steph, Jimmy, and Draymond combined for 92 of the Dubs, 134 points.
Well, he scored 50.
Yeah, I understand.
That's a little,
I
it's a little biased. It's a little,
I'm just saying.
It's a little lopsided.
But even Jimmy coming through with the 27, he's been wishy-washy during this stretch, 18-2 together on the court.
It's dope.
But we feel like anyone can stop the Warriors if they're playing at this peak for at least 4 out of 7 games in the series.
Yeah, now they got to play like that, like they did in the playoffs.
You think it's possible?
I don't think it's a they. he got to play like that. He's the engine. There's no doubt about it, bro. Like that's why he had to take that rest. He had to get to.
Yeah. And Steve Kerr said he got some rounds of golf in, got to hang out for a week, got to rejuvenate. He is getting up there in age, but
they still carry him, motherfucker.
Yeah, buddy. Still carrying him.
And anything to speak of just with Draymond and Jimmy defensively, obviously Draymond, current front-runner, defensive player of the year. As you know, playoffs come around, defense a lot more important than it is in the regular season.
Individual defense, absolutely.
I like their combination is very deadly. That's what gives them a chance is the other side of it because Jimmy can cover now for Steph as a guard situation and cover for Draymond. You know what I'm saying? I think they're both talkers.
Yeah.
We call them Mike backs or the middle guy. So you can be there hawking and talking and switching and trying to get a break. That's the thing they miss is a shot blocker that can start the break. I think that will give them advantage in the playoffs, other than trying to get stops and depend on Steph to kind of save us with a bucket every time.
Got the big boy they've been playing though was a
Quentin Post.
Post.
Yeah, he a rookie.
Yeah,
he can shoot that.
He's
thing.
averaging about 10 and something. We don't never talk about him.
7'1", 7'2".
Second round pick.
Yeah, he throw him. You definitely serviceable. In this new NBA, you need a body.
Yeah.
Big, yeah. So
I think he averaged about nine a game.
Yeah, 9, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, played 37.
How many minutes he averaging?
17.
Yeah, so that in the playoff series.
Nice.
But production and workload have increased.
Yeah.
Bro, he can get 15 a game for you.
You need that. You need that. He spread the floor, man.
Yep.
That's why I say
And you don't
Draymond
game
be the
plan.
chauffeur now.
41% from 3.
And you don't game plan for him.
Right.
He's that wild card. Like
He's hit some big
Rashad
shots,
said.
honestly.
He'll score in the motherfucking playoff series. He'll average 15 on your ass, and you wonder how y'all lost.
Man, don't know what to do with him because you don't know how he doing Tony
Yeah.
Kukoc shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I like that.
So Grizzlies lost their third straight game since firing Taylor Jenkins, all of which have been on their home floor. Lost 7 of their last 8 games. Did the Grizzlies trick off their season firing Taylor Jenkins? Can this squad still be a threat in the West?
First answer, yes, they tricked it off, and no.
So yes and no. So season is tricked off. Cook, they've got 6.
That just fucks up your morale, man.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't care what they had going on, man. Like, he's been here, this has been the voice, and we've been playing under this voice. And it ain't just about Jai and Jaren. It's a collective group, man, it's a lot of fragile souls still around here.
Yep.
A lot of young guys, a lot of guys, so. Yeah, I think it was a mistake. And you don't do, you literally 2 weeks to 2.5 weeks before the playoffs start? Like, how you think guys, I honestly wanted to know, how you think these guys gonna react to that? It wasn't like they was losing and you got rid of him. Then guys like, oh shit, it's my turn now. Like, now we winning and you do it.
You know what it is though, Kay?
Fuck.
They saying that he was having riffs with the coaching staff too.
Okay, they work for him.
So the serviceable move was to bring in the guy who's.
They made him fire some of his coaches last season, made him install some.
So they was already moving him out. It's the ultimate Doc Rivers move.
Okay.
You know, bring in the guy that was watching from behind the bench and then clean out your spots, get all your dirt out the way, and bring in the new guys.
But so you couldn't wait? You could do the same thing, right?
We was talking about it.
It's gonna be the first round, and heaven forbid, you go out and you get out the first round, and you get to the Western Conference Finals. Now it's like, well, maybe we should.
So is that why you make this move?
Yeah,
now?
that's what they were saying. Cause they didn't want to keep him beyond this year.
But still fire me the way it go.
Right.
It's still your decision. If it ain't working, it ain't working whether you win or not, right? If it ain't working, it ain't working.
But the optics, I know a lot of Grizzlies fans knew that this was coming. Optics are a little bit different now. Like you say, if they can make a playoff run, fuck around, get to the Western Conference Finals, and you still make that move.
But I don't think you come to the conclusion.
Fourth, fifth when you do it. So it's the same thing.
So we still going to the playoffs. At this moment, right now, even though we lost 3 in a row, we still in playoff contention. So we're gonna have to see what this guy can do with us going here, because we're not gonna fall out of contention at this moment.
Oh, you could.
So we're gonna see what he can do.
Lose these next 6.
The lowest they can fall, I believe, is 8th. If
Lose these next 6 and be in the play-in.
If my math is correct.
Oh yeah, now my math is math, and lose these next 6, and you'll be motherfucking 7th or 8th, and have a fucking play-in game.
Next 6 games are at the Heat, Pistons, Hornets. They've got the Wolves at home, then they're at the Nuggets, then they've got the Mavs at home to end the season. So
teams playing spoiler. You got young guys out here playing for contracts. Dudes ain't playing for shit.
But look though,
certain teams, I'm telling you.
That game last night was theirs. Steph don't play like Steph. Right? This is a rare Steph night. So you think about Steph having to do this just to beat them and them getting that first win, that momentum win. What was the other 2 losses?
Celtics and Lakers.
Ooh. Now we talking about good teams.
Yeah.
We're talking about 3 good teams, and then they'll come and try to, get this next one. I think the Grizzlies can turn it around. I think they can. I think they made a decision based on the players. I think they had a meeting with the players and was like, how do y'all feel? And they was like, man, if we can do it, let's do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. We ain't tripping on this. Some players didn't agree. I think Bane was one of them players that didn't agree. But he's one of those professional dudes that's like, I don't like the way
There's
this.
only one guy that mattered around there. So.
Yeah. And if he voted for it,
They ain't rocking, but
They talked about Ja being unhappy with the offense. I think career low touches, if I'm not mistaken.
There it go.
But it's about career low touches, but he's put the offense in to benefit the group.
The team.
And we're winning, but you've been out for most of how many games Ja missed this year?
Let me pull it up for you.
And last year.
No, just right now, this year alone.
So Ja's played in 46 games.
Of a possible...
They have played 76. So he's missed 30 games.
So he's missed 30 games, right?
Ooh.
But we are playing well as a group. Without you. So this offense is predicated on the group and not you.
Because I had to adjust in real time based on your injury.
Right.
And there were some
Which makes
reports
me
that
a
they
good
might have been
coach.
trying to move him by the trade deadline.
It makes me a good coach.
Because I look at dog.
It makes me a good coach.
I have really good players in Scottie Pippen Jr. And what's the GG, and the younger guards,
Jalen Wells,
right?
Jalen Wells.
They do exactly what I asked them to do. They implement, they defend, they do all these things well, and we're winning. Like, we're winning.
Everybody feeling good.
Everybody feeling good. We are in a great place, and I'm not catering to that ego because you've missed significant times, but I've had to adjust and coach without you. So now I'm used to coaching this way and we're winning this way. Now I got to still try to cater to this ego.
Yeah. But I'm excited because you're coming back and we get to say, I can't wait to put you in
with this.
Ooh.
But you over here like,
I need more touches.
shit, I need to shoot that bitch 18 times a night, dog.
Come on, man, I ain't getting enough.
Right? That's the problem. That's the problem, man.
He said he ain't eating, man. He said he ain't eating.
And you got motherfuckers in your ear like, shit, why you ain't getting no more touches? Shit, why you ain't this? Shit, Bane out here doing shit. Jaren Jackson, all NBA shit. What you gonna wear? Shit, yours got this, and now you have, yeah.
So as we talked about, Ja missed 73 games last year with the suspension and the torn labrum.
So you missed 73.
Most games he's ever played in his career, 67. 30 games this year. And let's talk about another situation. So Ja had a questionable moment late in the game. Let's take a look. So late in the fourth quarter, Ja did the finger guns gesture to the Warriors bench. I think specifically Buddy Hield, who was doing the finger guns gesture. Back to Ja. Both players were given technical fouls for the incident. As a reminder, back in summer of 2023, Ja was suspended for 25 games, conduct detrimental to the league, which included repeatedly brandishing a firearm on social media, which had also got him 8 games in suspension in March of that year. But to be fair, common celebration seen on basketball courts at all levels. If you watch March Madness, you saw your boy from St. John's doing the snipering on the bench. But how big of a deal is the finger guns gesture coming from Ja based on his past history? I'm gonna have to ask you, Kenyon, okay? It was a moment. I know we don't care.
But still, dude, there's no lessons being learned over here. Like,
he ain't learning.
The fuck it is, man.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
There's no lessons being learned.
I'm like, I don't even want to talk about it because I don't know the dude, so I'm not going to.
I don't fucking know him either.
You can do anything.
Hey, I don't know him neither, but
you can't question why motherfuckers keep talking like they talking when you're doing what you're doing.
So my thing is, he's proven that there ain't no lessons being learned.
Ja,
that's like the whole Gil shit. Like, you go fuck with the people. It's the same shit, man. Like,
Gil reformed now.
But you in real time, with no lessons being learned.
It was funny though.
Until they hit you across your ass for real, man. Like, that one suspension wasn't enough.
Then you go over there and you ask, you say, why you do that, man?
Yeah.
Why you do that?
Swaggy.
Why I can't do it? Why I was just.
Why being me? Yeah. See, now it's.
And if I'm the coach, I ask you that, like, hey man, what you do that for?
Yeah.
it's a problem between me and you because you ain't got the answer I need.
Yeah, so Taylor Jenkins asked him that, and it's an issue. Taylor Jenkins' question is an issue. So, but he ain't there no more, so now this shit is acceptable.
Hey, there you go.
Nah, man, this.
Tomas Isela.
And why Buddy Hield get a tech?
I think they was
Hill get a
promoting
tech?
that shit the whole time, and that's why Ja did it. It was kind of like I was responding to y'all niggas, and I went back like, yeah.
No, he did it first, didn't he?
But before the timeout happened, I'm thinking they down there and they was talking on the side, talking to Ja. And then the timeout happens and Ja's like, yeah, y'all keep talking. You gonna make me go back to my old ways.
No, somebody made a three, I think. Somebody made a three.
I believe Jimmy Butler's getting ready to shoot free throws or just it was
Somehow,
something going on. But they were down. They were down like 6 or 7 at that point. Game decided.
Whatever it happened, but it's
unnecessary.
They was provoking them and then tried to gaslight them. Look, he's
and then that's Draymond
snitching.
Look, he put the guns out. He said he was gonna shoot us.
Draymond snitching and shit. So this the same shit when you was talking about the nigga going to the review, right, Draymond? So now you out here snitching to talking about. So
come on, man. That shit was weird. I seen that shit. I was like,
do as I say, not as I do.
Look. He's talking about pew pew. Come on, man.
Yeah, get him.
He's a 22.
He said,
yes, he did. Yes, he did. I seen it. I was like, damn, Dre. Shit, bro, you all right?
You gonna call it for him?
Yeah, go over there, walk it over there.
Go to the score table.
Go and tell him.
Check on 12.
Go ahead and tell him with him. No, let me do it. Let me see it.
I got it. Like you're going to line to shoot the tech, right? I got it. No, I got it.
Nah, it's my turn.
And then again, love job, but given prior history, you think the league will have to review this or talk to them about it, or they just keep it?
I think so.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a tech, but
is that a conversation like, nigga, you wilding again, dog? What you doing?
Yeah.
All right.
You need to, See, the thing is.
But you gotta
look at I ain't the commissioner, right?
It just can't be him.
It's Adam Silver's NBA, not mine. Yeah, I would have just sent them that old one gamer.
The one game little little
Don't sit you down for the next one. And every time you do, just a reminder. Hey, just a reminder, like, hey, I'm still watching. I'm still watching.
Did David Stern have your cell phone number? How were those calls? I'm very curious to know how were those calls made?
Oh, yeah, no, the league call, please hold.
Okay, is that what goes down?
Like the president.
Okay.
Hey, the president called to speak to you, please hold.
Please hold.
And you're
elevator music.
And you're answering that call? Because I'm straight to voicemail on that one. I'm not even going to front.
What? No, they going to call back or they going to.
Hey.
I played in Jersey when this shit was going on. Nigga. They was going to summon.
Down the street.
Right? Hey, they going to send a car service. Hey, Ken,
they right here. They outside.
Commissioner sent a car for you.
Coming to the crib. Now you can't duck me.
No, man. No, you going. Yeah, he just need a reminder. See, the thing is, you get too lax and you think this shit is all sweet again and just need a reminder.
Okay.
So, look, it's Adam Silver. You know what? Yeah, we can teach you a lesson today.
I mean, we play enough Call of Duty and shit where it can be cool to do something like that as a celebration, but it's different.
Not from him.
Yeah, not even for him. Like, not for him, but to the extent that we know, like, it's not over-exaggerated that we should be doing it just to him. Like, if anybody else is doing anything like that, we gotta treat it equally. But then again, it's like, well, in what sequence are you doing it? Are you celebrating and you saying,
We saw him on the bench too around the time.
Pointing guns at him.
But he didn't score nothing. It wasn't no celebration. So that's the difference.
He felt comfortable enough to.
That's what I'm saying. So it ain't no celebration, and you just doing the random shit.
Omar brother was on standoff.
I gotta teach you a lesson.
I teach you a lesson. Yeah.
I gotta give you this one.
Yeah, man.
Right? You get after the game. We're just gonna inform the team. Yeah, you gonna be with our services number 12 for your next one.
Yeah, it looked different. It just looked different.
All right, well, let's keep this moving. We'd like to give a shout out to MeUndies for sponsoring today's podcast. MeUndies is unveiling their latest gifts to help men feel big: the contoured pouch and ball caddy. The Micromoto Sling keeps things separated and lifted. 9 out of 10 women swear this sophisticated brief technology will make you look huge. And that's all that matters, right?
Oh, shit.
Guys, we have all received the product. You've received the contour pouch and ball caddy. We've all received the product. How are MeUndies working out for you?
Say it again, bro.
No, don't say it again.
What was the last part? Don't read the whole thing again. Are you asking about the underwear as a product? They're great.
Yes, with the contour pouch and ball caddy for MeUndies.
Yeah, but it's a great product.
Of great brand, great
Comfortable,
sponsor. Very comfortable, breathable.
Yeah.
Shout out MeUndies. They gave us some cups too.
Yeah.
Some cups? Oh.
Not bad, you know. For beverage. For beverage. I got 2 kids in Little League right now. They also have a contour pouch and ball caddy.
Sheesh, man.
No,
it is a good fabric, though.
It's very good material.
Good fabric.
But in all sincerity, MeUndies came through, I think, about 20 pair of underwear.
Oh, yeah.
Really full supply for at least about 3 to 5 months. MeUndies, we're going to need you guys to come back through, bring us some more in the near future with the contour pouch.
I got a request for some lingerie shit. They got some lingerie over there at MeUndies.
They have a little bit of everything.
They got a little bit of everything?
They brought the models through.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. I got some requests.
And that's the thing, Shaq. MeUndies isn't just about underwear. Explore the lounge collection featuring joggers, hoodies, onesies, and more. MeUndies' signature fabric is as soft as a warm hug from your favorite sweater. It's breathable, stretchy, and oh so comfy, making it ideal for all-day wear. Good things come in big packages at MeUndies. Get 20% off your first order plus free shipping on orders of $75 or more at MeUndies.com/Gil. Enter promo code GIL. That's MeUndies.com/Gil. Code GIL for 20% off. MeUndies, comfort from the outside in. Shout out MeUndies with the contour pouch and ball caddy. Very stylish. It's in my contract. You gotta read it. I didn't even have a good transition for that one. But last week, Dan Patrick made a Cooper Flagg comparison that caught some attention. Let's take a listen.
If you said his career was going to be like Kevin Love's, would that be a disappointment? And it probably would be, because this is somebody who scrimmaged against the Olympic team, held his own. He's 18 years of age. And he's going to make $1 billion if he stays healthy. He'll probably get a couple of max deals in there. So, heard what he said. After that comparison, a lot of people took that as Dan Patrick dissing Kevin Love. However, K-Love didn't feel that way. Here's what he tweeted. For those who will take this as a shot at me, I don't take it as such. I was pure skill and will. Cooper is far more talented than I ever was, and if he stays healthy, will have a far better career. He could very well have a statue by the time he's finished. I'm a huge fan. So how do y'all feel about Dan Patrick comparing Cooper Flagg to Kevin Love?
Shaq.
Shaq, you've been CBS Sports LA, covering March Madness. Seeing you out there, Jim Hill.
Play for Minnesota.
My favorite sportscaster in LA history.
Yeah, man.
Former Minnesota Timberwolves, Kevin Love.
Jim Hill, 146 years old.
Yeah.
It's a back. It's a back.
Hold on, since we're talking about it, you brought him up. I didn't. Yo, they gotta stop that shit, dog.
What?
With Jim, man.
Okay, think very wisely before you speak about Jim Hill on this couch.
Fuck, I'm
one of my heroes.
You should tell your fucking hero, he should go visit the new bar. We need to send JC down that bitch.
No, Jim Hill notorious, his barber only.
That shit bad, bruh.
Black Rob Bergen.
That shit is terrible. I don't know where he from. That's
San
fine.
Antonio.
He can be whatever part of Texas he's want to be from. He could be from Oak Cliff himself. I don't give a fuck. Hey, man.
Played in the NFL, legend.
Great. All of that shit can, more power to him.
Honorary Crip.
Great. He was the original. He could be the originator of it.
He might be your uncle.
That could be all that could exist in itself, right? He could definitely be Paul's brother.
He could be Paul.
Definitely could be Paul Roby's brother. All that shit in itself, yes. But dog.
Has hands too, Kenyon. I just want you to know.
Well, he gonna have to throw him.
About 6'5".
If he's offended by what I'm about to say, he can come from the shoulders with him.
Listen,
but Jim
is a real one, man.
Jim.
Shout out
I'm
to
gonna be
Jim,
the one
man.
to tell Jim.
Shout out to Jim.
Y'all
I like
good
it.
on that together.
I like it, Jim. I'm gonna give you a crown too.
Don't lie to him.
I'm gonna give you a crown.
Don't lie. I know you probably got to see Jim again, but hey,
that's my man.
That ain't
100 crown. Teach me a lot.
He is definitely a legend for consistently going on television with his hair looking that way. You are absolutely right. He's definitely a legend.
They say the same thing about my crown. So me and him,
No.
we fit.
No, you can take
He's
that-
in the
no.
pie, man. We're not embarrassed.
Jim Hill, a staple of the Los Angeles
And he
sports
still
scene.
Yes, he is.
And he still good work.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Nah, I don't know if he's married or not. I ain't gonna say that.
That-
I ain't gonna say that. But I'm just saying, they still
That
love
don't-
him. Like
The
we
work
was at,
still
we
loves
was at
Jim
the
Hill.
manga roll, and he had hey, love you, Jim.
Like, I have
Jim
this
still
thought
love
every
you,
time
Jim.
I see him. Like, goddamn, Jim, come on, man. Like, every time. Like, every single time I see, like, y'all.
He said,
before
leave me alone, Kenyon. Leave me alone every time. Leave me alone, Kenyon.
Yeah, he probably is every year. Dude. I would expect that, like, if I am married, right?
He gonna roll up on him.
Right,
He gonna
if I
roll up
do
on him
have
with the
extended-
clippers. He's like, nah, you gonna take these
Like,
clippers.
no.
No, you're gonna get a
I
haircut
ex-
today. Today.
Like you said, you don't know if he's married or not. If he is married, right? I would hope my wife would love me enough, dog. Yeah, yo ain't fun, man. This is the truth. I'm a truth teller in this bitch,
But
man.
this is Jim Hill, Kenyon.
That's great, Jim Hill. Yes.
James Hill.
I ain't got
All
nothing
of the
to do. I
James,
ain't got
Jim,
nothing
no,
to do
these
with
are
this.
Kenyon Lee Martin
My
Sr.
hands
words.
is tied behind my back.
Hey, these are my words. Dog, I'm gonna be the one to tell. If I had a fucked up haircut, I would expect one of y'all to tell me.
No, you like
Or if I would
it.
tell my wife, I would expect my wife to tell me, like, no, we can't do this, continually do this.
But he likes it.
Kenyon, I
He
would
likes it.
respect
But
your
Kenyon likes
individuality.
it. Kenyon likes his hair half and half. He don't like. So what? He
I'm
likes
with
it.
Yeah, but still, man. Still, dog. We see it. We talk about other people. We don't give other people passes.
But other people are not Jim Hill, Kenyon.
Well, his name Jim Hill, and Jim Hill don't get no pass from me.
He has a Jim Hill. If I saw a haircut, it looks like a dude named Jim Hill.
Yeah, just like we used to talk about Steve Harvey, man unit. Like everybody, so no.
Steve Harvey.
Everybody that had fucked up hair. We talked about the dude Patrick, that the soccer dude on here. Donovan, when he had the hair transplant shit we showed on it. So y'all go act like, no, he ain't fucking exempt because he from LA and y'all watch him daily. Y'all grew up on it.
We did grow up watching Jim Hill. though.
Exactly. So no.
I've seen it in real
Yeah.
life. Shaw, you saw it
Leave me out of it.
for the last 8 days
Don't put the camera on me.
of March Madness.
Switch it. I'm still in the contract. Y'all
But-
trying to fuck my shit up.
Nah, when
Jim, I ain't got nothing to do
Boozer
with
went on
this. I have
motherfucker
nothing
with
to
the,
do
all
with
the-
it.
did.
everybody,
We did.
so we didn't fried everybody else about the
We
shit.
did talk about the
We talked about
the Liberty
everybody
head coach
else.
as well.
But all of a sudden, I'm wrong because I'm bringing it up.
We talked about the Liberty head coach.
Dead wrong.
But he
Dead wrong.
was filling in the blanks.
Dead wrong.
He had a March Madness lineup.
He got more hair than I do.
Just go ahead and
Richard
go on,
McCants.
man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just even it up, dog.
He gets something.
So you contributed yesterday talking about the Andrew Bynum throw, and you gonna act like you didn't.
I like the Andrew Bynum.
But
brother.
you contributed talking about it yesterday. Yes,
The latest.
right. You said, "Oh, it definitely looked like James Brown throw." So don't.
It looked like James
yesterday.
Brown.
So you
The front laid down throw.
we not gonna exempt Jim Hill from this conversation.
Please exempt Jim Hill.
I didn't mind the
So
Andrew
just let your
Bynum.
coworker
Up
now
until
know.
next week. Just
No,
Shaw has
no.
more time left on his contract. But nonetheless, let's talk about Cooper Flagg.
So y'all go, come on, man. Oh, so now you got a filter. Talking to you, motherfucker. Huh? Yeah, now you, huh? Oh, now you know. Oh, now you don't want to bury it.
What?
Huh?
Yes, I have a filter now.
Cemetery Larry don't want to bury
No,
his
it's
man
not
down.
him.
They that a bitch.
No. We are Rashad McCants now.
Oh, no, now you Rashad McCants
They do not
on
put
TV.
Cemetery Larry
Yes,
up
they
there.
do, motherfucker. I saw it.
They put Rashad McCants.
we were watching.
They had you on Cemetery Larry's Barry, North Carolina, Cemetery Larry. I saw the shit.
We did see the
Jim got
graphic.
on that motherfucker said, hey, you gonna cut that shit out now. We ain't doing that shit.
Fooled him again.
You gonna get this fro like I got. You gonna take that shit off.
It may be the key to longevity
You
in
gonna
this
take,
game.
hey, go buy a suit, motherfucker. Go take that shit off. Shit.
Come on, man.
But shout out Jim Hill, legend.
Just shout out to Jim Hill, but still,
I can't believe you just spent 10 minutes
I did.
talking
Talk about Jim Hill.
I
That's
did.
fucked up.
We were talking Cooper
I had
Flagg,
to
Kevin
do that.
Love.
That's fucking crazy, man. He gonna,
hey, you could, hey,
he might pull up to the spot with the thing on him.
you gonna have to, because you can't beat me.
Anyway, Shaw, I know you're a UNC
I heard
guy.
what you said.
What you said? Isaiah Stewart ass. Hey, now that I got
Go
you
pull
here.
up outside.
I would like to see Jim Hill walk up on you just for the comedic.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Hey, man, just watch your mouth, bro.
Jim
Jim a real one. Jim a real one, man.
I'm Jim Hill, homie.
Hey, man, watch your mouth.
Like I mentioned, honorary Crip. Got that
I
distinction
know
in 1993 after the Truce and Nine Deuce. But how do y'all feel?
Stupid as
Shy,
shit.
you've been watching March Madness. Obviously, UNC guy. We see what Cooper Flagg's been doing, bouncing back, I think, from the ankle injury, right? But do you like the Cooper Flagg, Kevin Love comparisons?
Nah. But also, I think we starting to overhype guys that have talent but hasn't proven that they can actually play basketball yet. I think a lot of the talent we see are guys who have abilities to do things, jump high and all that kind of stuff, but I compare more to Christian Laettner right now than anything because Kevin Love did a lot of shit in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Not to take anything away from what Cooper doing, but K-Love was a rebounding machine. He has specific attributes that you used him for that he was excellent at, especially passing.
And college K-Love, first couple of years in the league K-Love, a lot different than the K-Love we saw later on in his career. Slimmed down, trimmed down a little bit, but college K-Love was...
Yeah, he was bigger, center
full court
block.
passes.
Yeah, he was center block. He wasn't as athletic as Cooper is.
Yeah, but he...
But yeah, I think that comparison is way off in the realm of Cooper being a lot more agile. He'll be more off the ball, more like to me, like a white Luol Deng. He play more like that than anything. He can make plays, he can pass, he can defend, he can block shots. But he ain't getting it off he ain't doing none of that shit. So he's a system player. You put him in a good rotation, he'll be good.
So how do you feel like Cooper Flagg's game will translate to the league?
We'll never know. I'll never know until it happens. But right now, I can't say nothing as far as that he plays for Duke and that, you know, and it's like, who gives a fuck what he does? I don't care.
That's an accurate assessment.
Right situation. I don't see the Kevin Love comparison.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm hearing it. I'm like, that's not what I see watching this dude, especially college right now versus a college K-Love in the league K-Love.
Franz Wagner.
Yeah,
Franz,
yeah.
Waggy.
The situation, right situation like that, Paulo, like they one and the same, I think. So you put him in a situation like that, I think that's a good comparison, but I don't see the Kevin Love thing. Kevin Love was a four-man. I think Cooper Flagg more of a three. Put him big 2, 3. Like he's a wing player. I think Kevin Love was more of a true power forward.
Traditional.
So I don't look at Cooper Flagg.
And I feel like we've seen so many versions of Kevin Love too. Like
Cooper Flagg is lower in marketing. Franz Wagner, that kind of a.
Yeah, he definitely more Lord market.
He's that athletic, tall, can get his own shot off on anybody. I see more of those guys than I do Kevin Love.
So we talk about Cooper Flagg. If he decides to come out, will likely be the #1 overall pick. We have a distinguished gentleman here from Oak Cliff who was also a #1 pick in the National Basketball Association. So for you, what was it like having to deal with the expectations of being a #1 pick?
The expectations, I didn't really listen to like what I should be doing. To be honest, it was, as being the #1 pick, you know that, right? So you know what's going to come with. You know the expectation of you to play well, and me being in Jersey, having New York right there, the media and all that. So it was, even though it was Jersey, it was still a lot of media coverage for me being the #1 pick. So come into a situation where a team hasn't been successful lessens the expectations. As long as you're showing that trajectory of getting better throughout the season, understanding the NBA game and growth from year one to year, then yeah, but if you're not doing that, then you start to feel the pressures and the expectations of what people are saying around you. Having the right teammates is crucial. The right coaching staff is crucial for those pressures and expectations. I was fortunate and blessed my rookie year to play with Steph, and he got a lot of attention, him being from New York, and there's a lot going on in that regard. So I was able to average 12, whatever it was, and still be cool, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And second year, get J Kids, so it made my job easier. To where this NBA, he's gonna maybe come into a situation where he's gonna take 17 shots tonight, 18 shots tonight as a rookie. And depends on what you're doing with that, it's how people gonna look at you. So it's a different NBA than the one I came up in, being the number one pick. And there was no social media. There was media, but there was no social media. So the reach and the attention to every single thing you do night in and night out will be magnified. So I can't speak to that.
Yeah.
But all you gotta do is, if you are, he's from a small place in Maine, man.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Hopefully that helps, right? With the noise, because they're not used to it. And it's able to block it out a little bit, but.
So you going from Dallas to Cincinnati to now Jersey, New York, obviously major market.
Yeah.
What was that transition like for you, now being in the major market? Like you said, media not necessarily on the level of the Knicks per se, but you still in that area.
Just media, period. The coverage of the people wanting to get to know you, right? And me being the person that's coming from Dallas, was shy kid because I stuttered and all these things, and was sheltered and wouldn't let nobody in, and having a microphone in your face right away and things like that. And as the years went on in Cincinnati, by the time my senior year came around, I had to start to shed that a little bit. So kind of groomed me a little bit for it, being National Player of the Year, and then so kind of groomed me for the attention a little bit, which he's going through right now, that process, being on the Wooden Award list, being a finalist. And so it starts to gain momentum as the summer goes on. So you start to get, and like I said, today and age, there's more media coverage than anything. So there's more requests for your time and interviews than it was for me. I could pick and choose, right? Now it's everybody wants your 15 minutes. Everybody has a podcast, everybody has a show, everybody has this, everybody has that. So everybody wants your attention and time, and everybody wants a soundbite. And if you don't give it to them, then they gonna try to bring you down. So he has that to deal with.
So Rashad, when we look at lottery odds right now, I think Jazz, Wizards, Hornets all have the highest odds of landing the number one overall pick, followed by the Pelicans and then the Sixers.
Not looking good for him.
Not rolling with any of those destinations?
Well, it's not.
You say Utah, and that's what
He don't fit.
Just be.
It's not even about the destination, more so than you banking on this young guy with no experience to come in and change something. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the whole trajectory now with me. It's always an issue is, are you experienced enough? Have you learned enough to translate your game? And why is the importance of learning while you're there at such a fast pace is the decision maker for everybody. Like, oh, you'll just learn as you go, as you get there. But then do you want to make an impact? Or do you want to be the guy you always got to teach? Right? Oh, we got to go teach him that. Got to go teach him this. You don't got to teach competitiveness. You ain't got to teach the mentality to dominate your peers and everybody in your position. I want them all to be scared of me when I step on the court. So even if I playing against people who don't know me, I know the people who do know me, I'm going to tell them, hey, you can't guard him like that. You got to guard him like this. Because we played against him. He did this against us. But a lot of these guys come in fresh. They have a big learning curve. They hit that fucking rookie wall, and every rookie has to turn it around at some point. But you look at Sarr, you look at Wiseman, you look at all these number one picks that came in with the pressure that they have.
Reese Shea with the Hawks now.
And you're like, damn, man, like, how are they gonna turn this around? You look at a guy like Scoot, he didn't go number one, but the pressure of being to this position with no real experience. So we looking at Cooper and we're saying like, okay, is he gonna come in here and is he gonna be LeBron or Zion and all that? I don't see it. I see Gordon Hayward.
No, I don't know. I ain't gonna judge him. I've seen him play in person. He's competitive. He's athletic. So yeah, so you said Washington,
Charlotte,
Charlotte to me is the better.
Utah, and then the Pelicans and Sixers right after that.
To me, Charlotte is a better fit.
Miles Bridges.
Still, Miles is a slasher. Still, he fits better with because LaMelo is still a pass first guy.
Seems like he have a lot of love out there just from.
Brandon Miller's the two. Miles can play the 4. You can put him 3, 4. You can play with the lineup with them two, right? I think you still trying the Utah situation. You got Mark and you got Kessler. You still got
Collins.
John Collins there. You got Filikowski, who you trying to groom, and he's coming into his own. He's a rookie this year, so then you got a lot of people that it's a log jam for him there, but that talent you'll find space for him. But
New Orleans is a graveyard.
Yeah, I don't.
And do not want to go there.
Not right now. Of the places, I'm thinking Charlotte, but Philly fuck around and get the number 1 pick. Some shit like that. Right?
That's
the way that shit go.
Yeah.
Right?
Somebody, yeah.
That's the way that shit gonna go this year. Somebody who we're not expecting to get the number 1 pick.
If it go to Charlotte, that'll make sense.
Yeah. But like I said, I've seen him play in person. I think he's competitive. But it's a different game when you get up there with the big boys. Like coaching, teammates, management, all that shit plays a factor in your success. So hopefully they put him in hopefully the right team get the right pick and they do right by him. If he is to be the number 1 pick.
So Philly gets to keep their pick if it's 1 through 6, I believe. And then, if not, it goes to OKC, which is...
Yeah. I'd say better shit about him if he went to a different school. But
so if he went to North Carolina, potentially nice?
I said just any different.
UCLA?
Any school. Motherfucker could have went to Radford.
And just quick, Shaq, you talk about that rookie wall, but I want to ask both of you guys, obviously your experience playing the league a long time ago. Kids nowadays, Flagg and Mount Verde, not too long, but just the game has changed. Like, they're playing a national schedule, there's a lot more travel, they're playing a lot more games at AAU circuit, doing a lot more travel than I think we used to do when we were coming up. Does that equip them and prepare them more to avoid a rookie wall in the league?
No.
It's going to happen.
You talking about as far as college is concerned? Of how they've ramped up on everything?
High school, but they're just playing so much more basketball than I think we played when we were growing up. So,
well, there's levels to the basketball and the competitive levels when you say go from AAU to high school and from high school to college. Yeah. There was supposed to be 3 different jumps because you got traveling teams in AAU, which is all-star teams. Yeah. If you assemble the right teams and you go around trying to beat other Avenger teams, then you get to college and you have the regional Avengers that you have are going, now everyone's going picking a college now, right? And we've all met in nationals. We've seen these.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we've seen them.
But now you've got, with the transfer portal and all that, you've got all these teams reloading, recalibrating every single year. So it's not, I'm just saying the teams I feel like are more stacked in the power conference.
Well, you can stack now. Now it's easier to stack teams. It's like free agency. So you can pay for a guy to come to your team if you like them. If they don't like it, you can actually say it in the game that you're playing against. Hey, listen, I know you're not getting no shots. We got at least 400,000 for you. Come over here next.
Post-game handshakes a little bit different now.
Man, it could be just like that easy. And then you go to Morehead State, get a guy like Broom from Auburn. He was at Morehead State. Transfer portal. Now they about to have a chance to win the whole shit just based on money. So, I mean, it's different.
So I guess for me too, for you guys, when you talk about the rookie wall, what was the hardest part? What does that rookie wall really mean?
I think it depends, man, if you're getting consistent minutes or not.
Yeah.
Like, if you playing every night and you playing 34, 35 minutes a night as a rookie, then there's a good chance because you hadn't done that for 82 games yet. Right? You didn't play, the most you've played in college is 35, 36 games, 37 games, right? And we doing that shit in the first 2 months of the season.
And it's weekly, so we got every Friday or
You know, yeah.
So we got enough
Right?
time.
So we playing 17 games in a month in the NBA. So if you're doing that early on, then yeah, there's a great chance that you're gonna hit some fatigue.
Yeah.
But
It's a mental part.
You're not playing back-to-backs in college. We're not playing the game in one city one night, hopping on a plane
not at
the
all.
next night.
So it's all of that, right? That plays a factor.
And not playing. If you like you said, it depends on your playing time. If I'm not playing, I'm mentally trying to figure out how to get more playing time while traveling and doing workouts behind the scenes with the assistant coaches and trying to impress them. That is tiring too, because people don't know. You work harder trying to get in the lineup than the guys all are working that are in the lineup. They know the standard things they need to do to stay in the lineup. But the other guys that are like, I gotta do 2-3 times more to get noticed by the coach, they tired as fuck. And they gotta show up like it's the
no excuse too.
No
Right? Hey,
excuse.
so you in whatever point you better go produce.
So if you're a rookie trying to do that, you like you said, you ain't never had that type of energy lapse where halfway through you like, yo, fuck, man, my shit is beaming right now.
Yeah, so there's a clip out there of B. Scott talking about like I was hard to coach, this, that, and the third early on. Like, no, I was just honest with you. That's all. If I ain't have it that day, I told you. You want me to come in and bullshit you? Like he said, no, Ken used to tell me I'm T.I. Red. Like, what does that mean? Tired. Yes.
Did you say I'm T.I. Red?
T.I. Red, brother. I ain't got it today.
Want to make sure he was being
Yeah, you want it now, you want it later.
Cause then you go out there playing tired, you look tired.
Yeah.
You look a certain way.
So I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Like you can either give me a shoot around and practice today, or I can give it to you later on at 7, or tomorrow at 7:30. Like, let's figure it out. Like I learned that early. Like I said, I had a bunch of vets, dog, my rookie year. I didn't do something I came in to the NBA with. Had a lot of vets my rookie year. Like a lot of dudes that had been around. So I'm listening to them and listening. Hey, okay, hey. Right? I'm young, but I'm learning. So watch how they moving and things that they doing and how they communicating and they sitting out of certain things and all right, cool. We're gonna implement some of this shit. I know I'm young, I'm a rookie, but still number one pick.
Number one, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not a regular rookie.
Yeah, still number one pick. God damn it. So let's
a little bit different.
Yeah, let's not forget that, right? I knew I was gonna play and I played a certain way, so yeah, it's like Rashad said, it's all learning. It's all learning the game while you're on the floor, while you're not on the floor. It's all a learning curve. So you can get mentally exhausted with it, which is a thing, because you go from being a man and playing and all that to motherfuckers really overlooking you and treating you like shit because you're the new guy in the building.
In the corner.
Yeah. When you just came from a situation where you was the new guy in college and everybody kissed your ass and praised you. Now you the new guy and you ain't heard your name in a month and a half. Everybody done called you Rook. Everybody done called you Rook for the last 2 months. And you forgot your damn name, right? So it's all of that, man. And good dudes doing shit to you, making you get donuts and pay for meals and doing shit to you. So no, it's a lot. It just come with being a rookie that I hadn't experienced.
I didn't experience it either, Kenyon. Unfortunately, I had
We in the same boat, Joe.
get to the working world.
Yeah, I did too.
support myself.
I did too.
Check was a little bit different.
Yeah, I was just hooping.
But let's keep this moving. The namesake of our show, Gilbert Arenas, has been nominated for a Webby Award in the Creator Sports category. Gil's Arena, honored in the podcast sports category. That means we made the top 7, did not make the top 5 to be nominated. Apparently they didn't look at our numbers, but nonetheless, support Gil by voting for him in the link in the chat. Voting is open until Thursday, April 17th. Show Gil your love. Help us get some more bread here in Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. So we talked about the perspective of being a lottery pick, number 1 pick, high draft pick. 2014 second overall pick, Jabari Parker, played parts of 8 seasons in the NBA, but his career was marred by injuries. He's played the last 2 seasons with FC Barcelona, recently opened up in an interview with Alex Molina of Eurohoops on his perspective, saying, quote, "People say I'm a tragic story. What's tragic about me? I made millions of dollars. I fed my family. I brought my family out of the ghetto. Went on to say, my success is that I get up and I can be with my loved ones. I haven't even given any importance to my draft position. I fulfilled my dream. That's all that matters to me. So when you hear this, do you like Jabari Parker's perspective on his life and his career?
Yeah, that's all that fucking matters at the end of the day. Other people's opinions and shit don't matter. Like he set a goal to play in the NBA. His goal, he didn't go out and try to get hurt while being in the NBA. So he could accomplish his goal,
exactly.
Right? That was his goal as a child, to make it to the NBA. And tragic story, no, injuries are a part of sports, unfortunately, man. It went like he got hurt and didn't play again. No, he injured himself, he fought out, he bounced back, and he's fucking hooping again. And people think because he's not in the NBA that he's sad. No, he want to hoop, he want to play. Somebody's paying him good money right now to still play basketball. So, that's his perspective, right? Like that's his life, that's his real, that's his truth. So yeah, people say the same, okay, Kenyon number one pick, worst number one pick ever. Cool. Still the number one pick. Still bought my mom a house, still bought my mom a car, still did, like, cool. So, yes, I'm with him.
I imagine it's not other number one picks saying that. It's usually people who were not picked
Number one.
for anything in their life.
And ain't been picked for shit, right?
That have those types of opinions.
Well, when he ain't picked the motherfucker for the teacher to wipe the chalkboard at the end of the day, nigga. So
Which is...
Yeah, that's a big deal when you're in elementary.
Big deal when you're in elementary
I
school.
love talking about this type of shit because even though he's not an underdog, he's a prodigy, he's a favorite.
Yeah.
And it didn't pan out. And you got to think about the other 5,000 guys that's ever played in this league that didn't turn out to be Hall of Famers and played the game and left the game, right? I think the biggest problem in our sport now is this becomes a tragic story only because we're not expected to have anything outside of this life of sports. So when sports is our world and everything we depend on is sports related, if you do anything outside of the sport, you're either looked at as, you expanding or you just couldn't cut it. You got blackballed, you're a bust, you're this, you're that. And I think with him, seeing the rest of the world outside of the NBA and seeing how the world operates, he's doing a lot of things I did. You're being more culturally sound, understanding that the world has more to offer to you beyond the actual sport. So I think a lot of guys get hung up on what you did in playing basketball and not looking at what's left out there to actually do. You may not love anything else like you love the sport, but you never tried anything else either like you tried the sport. So you put a lot of energy into other things and you'll find out that there's things you like that's just like the sport. It's just as good, just as fulfilling, and you can make a lot of money doing it and all these things. And I think that's the big part about former players that didn't pan out to be whatever. We sit and we wallow in that grief of expectation and shame and what people want from us. And we just, like he said, and I fucking had a blast. I played 4 years in the league. I would never change that. You know how much work I got?
But this is all I'm going to say about you in general.
You would never change that. You know how much work I got to see just being in the league for 4 years?
Because if you wouldn't have been there, you would have never.
Never. And if I would have took it more serious in the standpoint of setting my goals and saying I'm going to engulf my life around this, I would have went way further. It wouldn't have been about the work. It would have been about all these other things. But for me, it was put that hat on. It was, man, I told my mom I'm going to make it. I didn't say anything beyond this. Yeah. So now I'm living beyond this, and I love what I can see.
I'm just looking at the draft picture of you and your sister.
And then, so his point, right, that I like to set that goal, like once I got in, my goal, I told myself, if I need to play this long.
Yeah, yep.
Right? And if I do, I had a great fucking career.
Facts.
I didn't win in, lose, whatever came within this time frame, I accomplished, I accomplished my individual goal as a professional athlete. What everybody else may think, that's what they think.
Right.
But we all get something from this.
Absolutely.
And to Shaq's point, can be great at something else. We don't know because we never tried. Yeah. We never put the time and energy and the effort into anything else. This is what I know. This is what I'm striving for. This is what I've been told. This is what I've been drilled to be and drilled to do.
Mm-hmm.
And once we figured that out, the other part,
yeah,
life is a lot less complicated for you.
Yeah. Well, it's unlocking our genius too, because we're not competitive anymore. We're creative, and when you switch that dynamic as an athlete, we're not fighting against each other as much. We're not saying I need to beat Kenyon because he had a career like this, and I need to show people that I can talk like. Instead of just creatively, let me piggyback off Kenyon because he know more than I do. And I'm gonna allow his conversation to be part of mine so I can learn from him, right? But we so competitive, we wanna beat each other. And that's why we all have separate podcasts. Because we right now are back into our competitive spirits of trying to beat each other. And once we start to join this one network called Move Around TV, y'all will learn. Y'all will learn, and we don't need to compete. We can creatively come onto the platform and just get money.
So when you talk about yourself, and it's something that bothers me a lot too, and Ken, you talk about yourself as well, national champion, McDonald's All-American. I told you before, still remember watching that McDonald's game, believe it was in New York, dunk contest, all the stuff going on. You got everybody throwing up the X.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? But 4 years in the league, and a lot of people will look at that and try and be like, oh, he was this, he was that, he was whatever. Like, I never played in the league. I knew going to my freshman year at UCLA, I probably had a couple more years left with college basketball. Then I was gonna have to join the working world.
Right.
So to be able to even practice a game or whatever it may be in the league, for me, I just never have that attitude or tone. And it really frustrates me when I see people say that who never did shit, right? And it's like, yeah, you can have your opinions, that's awesome. But you didn't never do shit. You think I would have loved to win a national championship? You think I would love to hear my name called at the draft by the commissioner? Obviously, both of you being number one with the number one pick, you have.
That was the dream.
Your name was said. Like,
yeah,
you know, I never heard. I watched it. I watched it in drafts. I never had those feelings or emotions. I was looking at the pick of you and your sister when you were drafted by the Timberwolves, and y'all together holding the ball and just. But those feelings and all that stuff. But like you pointed out, Rashad, being able to now take that. And it's tough because the further your NBA career goes, that's all you know, right? That's how you look at yourself. I'm just a basketball player. Your career ends. Well, shit, all you can do is play basketball. You don't know what else you can do.
Exactly.
And then to your point, here we are on the couch.
Yeah, like to me, 15 years of it, right? From 22 to 37.
Hoop dreams.
I played basketball and I had to deal with injuries. Right, I had to rehab to get ready to play basketball. Basketball, then rehab and then try to be a father and all this shit, right? Right? So
all at once.
All at once. So then at 37, it's like, no more basketball?
Guess I could just chill. Just chill. I find something to do. Something.
Yeah. Right? This is the progression of it, man. And if you ain't got nobody over here like, hey, but you probably wanna start to, hey, you don't like nothing else?
That's the part.
Hey, you don't wanna do nothing else?
Nothing.
Nothing. You just like watching movies.
I wanna act, you know. It's just kind of how Dame Dash acts.
You don't want to be in no movie, you just want to watch it.
You want to write the movie? What you want to do?
Yeah, so instead, if you ain't got nobody doing that, then it's, we get lost, man. We get jaded, and we get caught up in this world of that. And it's great while you're in it, but for some, it's a detriment after the fact.
Yeah.
Because it takes you longer to figure yourself out. And we end up putting money into this, blowing money on this, trying to figure ourselves out in this regard where them checks not coming in like they was, so those experiences and chances that you taking now could be crucial than when they were playing and you're trying to figure a different way out. So it's a lot that come with it, man, but ultimately a friend of mine here told me, like, in each one of our hometowns, no matter where we're from, we're all Michael Jordan.
Thanks.
And it took, once you, like, huh? Like, oh shit, I get it, right? So we walk around no matter where we from, people, we here, man.
Hometown
We
hero.
all have a certain level that we play where we could feel like,
Yeah, we are
with
that.
other people who, we're in that
we're
level that you surpass. Like, all right, I can go back over here and still feel like,
Yeah, I can go in this circle and still,
Yeah, I'm
damn, I still poking my chest out, right? So it's that feeling of it, man. But no, it's.
Well, I appreciate you, gentlemen. Appreciate your perspective. I know a lot of people in the chat have comments about this particular segment, but let's just check the balloons here. 1 million subscribers on the Gills Arena YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching and supporting.
And then so now, and when you respond to people, when like you stated, people always got a comment like, "Oh, you did this with your career. You ain't do nothing. You only average this, and you only." If I look up the 5,000 guys that played in the league, am I gonna see your fucking name?
But look,
Right?
I mean, I let people have their feelings, right? Because the 4 years in the league is the 4 years. There's no denying that, and my production behind that, it stands for what it was. But the experience speaks for itself. But what I've done after that, right? I say I started a second career. The resurgence was the big three. We played on the team. First year, #1 pick, boom, 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 try to reestablish it. Hey, I'm back. That didn't really work. So here we go again. We're in media now where I have to be able to show who I really am. They don't know me. They know me for who. People call me by my last name. So when you call me by my last name, that means you only seen that on my jersey. You calling me by what you see on TV. You don't know me. So now I'm showing people a little bit of my personality, a little bit that I'm funny and cool, we be spitting real shit. This is a second career now. And I've just gotten a contract that exemplifies that I can make more doing this than I did doing that. And imagine that. So if I'm good at this and they can pay me for doing this, I'm not gonna allow nobody to just shit on the fact that my last career didn't pan out to be better than my next career. And guess what? I'm gonna do another career after this one.
Well,
You remind me, it's April 2nd, 9 p.m. The director probably will be hitting. God is gracious.
But without the career that people say was irrelevant, it don't matter, without that career, then this career won't. So
you gotta appreciate the journey.
So no matter whatever path it is, it's your path, right? Whatever path I took to be here to be sitting on this couch with y'all is my path.
There's no failure behind it.
There's none. Right? Would I love to win a championship? Absolutely. Would I love to be with all
the points, triple doubles,
all of it, right?
We all want that shit.
But
no, for sure.
Shit, everybody can't do it.
I was at fucking Disney World the other day, and the dude just heard my voice and looked up and was like, "Damn, I thought that was you."
Yep. I was at Target, motherfucker did
right?
that. Asked me why I was in
thought
Target.
That was you, right? Listen, I was talking to my wife.
He asked me why I was in Target. He said, "Why you in here?" I said, "It's a store, nigga.
Y'all got good deals. What the fuck you mean?"
What kind of question is that? I knew that was you.
Yeah,
what you doing in here?
Toiletries?
So I was like, "Damn, it ain't now it's no longer my basketball career that people, when they see me like, oh damn, that's King, but they tell me now it's
TV.
This, right? So for him to be looking away and to say, damn, I thought that was you, it was my voice.
I heard you. That's crazy.
Right? So, yeah.
It's the voice of the people.
Before we move on, I've told y'all the story before. I'm coming back from the airport. It's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm rolling through. It's a police officer, me mugging, just looking straight ahead, got a little earpiece in. Me mug, I'm like, oh shit, he gonna want some stat. He look over at me, he like, yo, I'm listening to the show right now. I'm like, all right.
Oh yeah, no, it's a lot.
Had a little weed on me, I'm sorry, sir.
It's a lot
It's a
of
whole lot of love out here, man, from this. And we have, like I said, everybody that sit on this couch, man, that we have, it's a journey that put us all here. And some people appreciate it, some people gonna hate on it, but you can't take it away, right? One thing for sure, two things for certain. I got a Wikipedia, and it got some accolades on that motherfucker and some information on it, right? Right?
Facts.
So, Shaq got one, Brandon, Gil, Nick,
I'm in the process of getting.
Yeah, but you build, but it's in a different
just
light.
it's
though.
merely a host, period.
You have an IMDb.
But
You
I
better
do,
stop it.
yeah,
You have a nice IMDb.
For anybody who thinks, oh, Nepo, baby, whatever, there's IMDb, there's Google, there's also LinkedIn. You can read all of those.
And IMDb Pro if you really want
did
to
pay
dig
for the
into the
subscription.
Pro.
So it's that part, man. But where you start ain't where you finish.
Facts.
So
And if you do finish where you start, nigga, you're in the wrong. You're in the wrong way.
That's another conversation, but let's get back to a little bit of basketball. The defending champion Boston Celtics beat the Grizzlies Monday to go 6-0 on their road trip. That's the most wins without a loss on a road trip in franchise history. They've now won 8 straight road games overall. Boston looking to tie the 2015-16 Warriors with a 34-7 road record, which is the best all time.
scary.
So Celtics are 32-7 right now. 2 road games left to play. April 8th at the Knicks and April 9th at the Magic. Obviously a back-to-back, flights in between those. Do you believe the Boston Celtics will tie the single-season road wins record?
I don't think it's important to them. If they're gonna finish 2, whatever it is, I don't think it's important to them. But if they do it, great. I look at this as this is winning on the road, man, the playoffs. So that's what I look at. When I heard road record during the regular season, you know how to win on the road, and you dominate on the road. It ain't like you motherfucker 15-16, so that 17-16 road record. Yeah, you're above 500, but it ain't that. So this tells me, they are still that dominant team, and good luck come, I don't know if they're gonna play on the 17th or not, but if they do, good luck to the team that they face. Because they're gonna come on your home floor and display it.
I like everything that they've turned this team into, which is a very powerful bench, a very powerful backcourt, mid-court, and front court. You look at the philosophy that the coach has installed on the team, which is hard-nosed, hit first, right? And they always come out first, and they come out swinging. I think if Jalen and Jason can turn on this notch that they've never reached before, they never tried to turn on before, I think the team will turn into a dynasty. They can win 3 straight. I think so. They haven't shown that notch yet, but I think that what we're seeing with the on-the-road schedule, and you're seeing how they're just dominating teams with the shooting, even though we complain about the threes, like I said, the whole point is if we make them, we're going to kill you. And we're banking on making them more than we're banking on missing them. So that's what they've been doing out there, and it's working. And they're very dangerous. It's very dangerous for Cleveland right now, even though they feel good about it and they like, we've been playing good all year, but you haven't beat them.
So Celtics were 37-4 at home last season, 24-12 at home this season. We talked about that as a potential issue, but you go on the flip side, 32-7 on the road this season.
They're learning from mistakes.
They were 27-14 on the road last year.
You tend to relax at home more, right?
Especially when you're good.
When you're good.
Yeah.
You tend to relax a little more because you're relying on that, and
you can turn it on whenever.
You can turn it on whenever, but that road shit, that's what, good team, like that's when you know a really, really good team, by that road record during the regular season.
Sustaining that effort throughout on the road and against the adversity.
I wouldn't be surprised if they swept whoever they played in the first round.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
for it.
I would not be surprised if they 4-0 whoever it is.
And that's my whole point. It don't even feel like they won a chip last year, so they know how to do it. To your point, Tatum and Brown, I won't say they're chilling this year, still playing at a high level, but just like, we already know we can do this. And now it's about the postseason. Now it's about all the shit they talked last summer, everything they had to say about us, who's the number 1 option, all that stuff. But now, we're trying to go back to back.
They got a chip on their shoulder.
Think about this.
We're trying to go back to back.
Both of them got a chip on their shoulder.
Porzingis,
fuck with that Olympic shit.
Porzingis is considered a defensive player, no?
Shot blocker.
Shot blocker, right? And then you got Tatum, Brown, White, and Drew Holiday. If we can get Jason Tatum to say I'm going to be an all-defensive, all-NBA, and you got all 5 of those guys at that level, Now it's different. And that's to say that Jason don't have it. He hasn't turned it on. Right? It's not never to say Jason has everything you need to be one of the greatest players of all time. He just hasn't tapped into believing it. When you believe it, he's going to go out there and show Jalen, I'm guarding this guy now.
Take an individual challenge.
Yes, I'm guarding him. I'm the best player on the team. Move. I got him. I'm going to show you I can guard him. I'm going to shut him down.
Or he can continue to let Jalen Brown do it, and we can go out there, motherfucker.
And just keep winning. And just keep winning.
That's all.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Because nothing's broken.
Nothing broken. Like I could at times. Okay, cool. But this is who you are. This is what you want to do. This is how we
can get it done
have been successful.
100%.
I got dog. It's scary, dog. Jalen Brown is a hell of a defender. Derek White and motherfucking Drew Holiday. I mean, you funnel all that shit to Porzingis, like he was saying.
And Pritchard can play D too.
Yeah, he gonna compete. Al Horford ain't no slouch.
Al Horford can play.
You got what's the big kid they bring off the bench?
Big number 40.
He shoot that bitch.
Cornette play defense.
And he shoot that bitch. The other
you talking about
kid, right?
Hauser?
No, he's a shooter. It's a black kid, the African kid, I think it is.
The African kid, number 88.
Him.
Yeah.
There's no space for him, and you know it. Shit getting in the playoff series as a momentum change or something like that. You need I'm gonna throw him energy. 6-minute spurt, 5-6 minutes, go out there, motherfucking change the momentum. So it's things like that they have at their disposal. To your point about the bench, they've built enough and put together a roster that if one guy not making shots, then they have another guy to go. If Pritchard not making shots, they got Hauser. If Hauser not making shots, they got Cornette. If he's not making shots, then we just throw the ball on the block.
We got White out there.
We got
White out there with them.
Dropping 40 pitches.
Yeah, they out there together.
Still capable, and then Drew Holiday is still capable of scoring 30.
And they ain't even,
any given time,
chilling.
Right? Any given time, Drew can still go 7-8 from the three.
For sure.
Right, get hot. Porzingis can still, so it's Al Horford still out there, bitch, being productive. So
it's 5 from 3.
They have a complete team that's built for playoff winning basketball.
The criticism that Drew got with the Bucks, right, quote unquote, disappearing in the playoffs, all that type of stuff. You don't got to worry about that.
No, he didn't disappear.
But my point is, you don't even have to worry about even have to deal with that.
See, people so big on making whether the ball went through the basket or not, dog.
That I'm gonna show you what the value is.
I'm gonna show you what my value is right here.
Right here. Yep. Here's a difference.
The other guys, the ball go through the basket. Y'all can say what you want to. I bought the same overall game that I always do. It don't show up on the stat sheet. So you all caught up in whether he made shots or not. All right.
And we've had a lot of attention given to the Cavs, rightfully so. 15-0 streak to start the season out, a franchise record 16-0 streak during the body of the season, shown that they deserve to be number one in the Eastern Conference in the regular season, right? Which is completely different than when you get to the playoffs. Do you feel like this Cavs squad can actually give the Celtics a run for their money?
Absolutely.
And that's
absolutely.
So it's going to be a little bit tougher road for Boston this year than it was
They're a
last year.
matchup nightmare. They're a matchup because I like Jared Allen and Mobley playing together against what would presumably be Al Horford and Porzingis having to play together. And then you're looking at Jalen and Jason having to adjust their lineup. Would they? No, they wouldn't because they've been beating them, right? So the adjustment has to come from Cleveland. Cleveland has to make adjustments on what was the matchup that was going wrong. I think it's the 3 spot, whoever they had at the 3, which is D-Wade or Coro or one of those guys is just not matching. They're not matching the fever.
But now you got DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, that's who it is. DeAndre's at the 3 now. So
they've made some changes to that roster, strengthened and fortified the bench.
Nothing matches Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown's production. That's you offsetting Garland and Mitchell, so they don't match up for that firepower. But they have winning power. The winning power is the team power. So I think both sides, they got solid weapons. But it's about where you're shooting from, what's your strategy, your sneak attack, all of that got to be implemented because you can't beat them head up. We already seen that. You can't beat them head up.
It's April, y'all. I'm excited. Playoff basketball.
I'm excited to see how Cleveland look in the first round. Whoever it is that they're going to play, I'm excited to see how they.
As it stands right now,
performance. Then but I'm thinking about the matchup, the lineups,
It stands right now. It could be anyone from the Magic, Hawks, Heat, or Bulls.
If I'm the Cleveland Cavaliers, I do not want to play the Orlando Magic.
I do not.
Magic currently in the 7th spot. But now you talk about not wanting to play the Magic, not for the Celtics.
I think they can
playing
beat the Magic.
I don't think the Magic can beat the Celtics in a playoff series, but I think the Magic can give the Celtics some competition.
Yeah, they can give anybody some competition, but I think they feel they can beat Cleveland.
Yeah, and I know based on last season that they definitely feel they could beat the Cavs, but
I don't see nobody on the East is just good enough to beat the Celtics right now.
No.
Seeing that the fucking Bucks and the Sixers have completely collapsed out of contention, it's weird that now we're left with, I picked the Knicks, so the Knicks are left, and then you got to go Orlando, Cleveland, and it just looks, it doesn't look like it used to look because Cleveland was never 1, 2, 3 consistently. So now that they're starting to be that, you got to consider them as a front runner of the second tier. But after that, it's like, shit, the Bucks need to make decisions. The Sixers need to make decisions. And Atlanta, you know, they got one player playing consistent. We don't even talk about Trae Young's brilliant performances because he's playing with the Hawks. So Orlando's next up.
And we talk about all the threes that the Celtics shoot in the regular season posting, but I think that they can shift and adjust that and move away from that three ball and still be an
they can.
Nah.
Yeah, they can put. Yeah,
they won't though.
They can put. They can put zero on that block.
But it works. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. I think Mazzulla is one of those military guys. He's like, nah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And I understand, but I just feel like if it ever becomes something where they're starting to look,
they won't miss 27 straight like the Rockets did.
No.
They gonna throw that. Hey, throw that bitch zero, get your ass on. We don't run a turn, whatever you.
Oh, Jalen gonna drive that motherfucker. He gonna drive that motherfucker for sure.
Like, it don't feel.
He ain't gonna keep shooting.
He ain't gonna keep shooting.
We don't gotta live and die by the three. Now we may die on that hill, but we don't have to. We can adjust if
people
needed.
gotta understand why people shooting threes now, because the comfort of shooting a three and being able to have the confidence that your coach not gonna tell you no.
Yeah.
Gives the coach confidence that, hey, I know if I let this guy shoot 3 of them, he gonna make 1. I know that. So if all of your players are 1 out of 3, I'm gonna want my players to shoot more threes because 3 is more than 2.
Yep.
I will more, and then if it's harder to get our 2s in, because these guys don't practice mid-ranges and their layup package ain't like that, what are we forced with? Everyone loves to shoot 3s anyway. So
also conserving a lot of energy. I think.
Come down, shoot.
Season.
No defense needs to be played when you're just chucking up 3s.
But we will see. As a reminder, the namesake of our show, Gilbert Arenas, has been nominated for a Webby Award in the Creator Sports category. Support Gil by voting for him in the link in the chat. Voting is open until Thursday, April 17th. Gil said he's going to give us all a raise if he wins this Webby, so please help us out. Give me your vote. Now let's move on to MostlyFans. Presented by the good folks at Underdog. Download the app, use promo code GIL, get $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. So we got a question today from Underdog user Macho961. Said, will any of you ever become a coach? If so, who, why, and what offense would you run? If you became a coach, if so, who the team? And what offense would you coach? What offense would you run?
What, NBA team?
I think that's what he was inferring.
That's interesting.
But we can also say college team too, just depending on whatever.
I would run the listen, ain't nobody implemented. I'll run the version what we ran in Jersey. That Princeton shit, a version of that with some tweaks. It's a lot of movement, cutting, back doors. So.
I would take Houston. And I would run a lot of flex cut, pin down, horns, double drags with the double pin down coming in on the drag. I'll do a lot of like dribble handoff stuff with them. Throw it in the Sangoon. pinch post Vlade Divac him like Sacramento back in the day.
Old school Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
Cross on the baseline.
Absolutely.
Run through.
Run them through. Shit.
And duck in, Carl.
Wow. Carlos
Yes.
ducked the fucking booze all night long.
Dog.
Shit. Yeah, I run that. Yeah, Houston, I think they got a good team.
That shit's so frustrating to guard. I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. That shit used to be frustrating as shit to guard.
Flex cut.
They just running through everything, like the way Jerry Sloan used to coach the Utah Jazz for years, the wings. Like nowadays, dude just run to the corner.
Yep.
He used to teach you on the wing, y'all got to cross on the baseline.
All the way under. You can
all the way under.
You can stop. If you was a 3, you could Karolinko
stop and
dunker, and you could stop and post up.
Yeah.
If
and
you
then,
had
or
this match.
whoever the big is, he run day, and them dudes crossing on the baseline. Then it was Karl Malone. Then it went to Boozers. Then O'Cord, them dudes just ducking in right behind it. That's why Karl Malone used to just go watch the old school. That's why John Stockton got so many assists.
Cross underneath.
They cross underneath, he duck in, and Karl just catching that bitch and laying it up. Right? Darren Williams with booze out, catching that bitch, laying it up.
Easy.
All right, so we got one more question from Underdog user GetMoney21. Shad's questions for you. A-Rod and Mark Lord take over officially with ownership of the Timberwolves. Will ownership change make a big difference on the Wolves? Glenn Taylor had owned the team since 1994. Will the new A-Rod, Mark Lord ownership group make a difference on the Timberwolves?
Alex Rodriguez?
Yep.
Well, he didn't deliver for the Yankees. So I'm still mad at him for taking all our money, not giving us shit for it. So I'm going lower.
A-Rod a fan of the work though?
No, he's not.
Well documented.
No, he's not. He's one of them simper pimpers.
Did win a title in 2009, did not have his best playoff performance, but was a part of a championship team.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We don't give him no credit for that. That's Derek Jeter shit.
Derek Jeter, also a fan of the work.
He's a biracial angel.
Gift baskets. That's a great way to end the show today. Kenyon, appreciate you. Shad, appreciate you as well. Gil, flight delayed, but just quickly, obviously getting able to see him sitting courtside next to Carlos Boozer, watching his son Elijah playing the McDonald's All-American game. Elijah was cooking in the second half.
He didn't get 22 points.
Slow first half, started
good,
cooking.
Man. It's all good. I just wanted
he had like 7
to
points
get up there so you can say you had more than me.
One thing I will say, Gil, I'm going to talk to you about this tomorrow. After the game, you took Elijah's game-used jersey, sweaty jersey, put it on, and we're rolling around the New York area. I respect it as a dad.
Wasn't sweating too much out there. They weren't playing that hard.
I'm playing that hard. It was nasty.
No, it wasn't that nice.
I mean, All-Star game.
All-Star game.
I ain't get
it. It was All-Star game.
The Rock is not getting.
I was trying to watch it, flip back and watch Steph, and it was like, this.
Too much Steph.
I was watching the girls' game was on first, and I'm like, but the women's game was on first, and I'm like,
Gil hit me during the game, but I was watching the game. Elijah was on the bench. He's like, I'm watching Steph right now.
I was trying to go back.
Sorry, I'm gonna turn it back. Don't worry, but.
Yeah.
Steph Cookie. He
shout
about
out
to go
to Elijah, though. Yeah, for sure.
But shout out to Elijah.
That's what's up, man.
A special moment. Gil will be back here in the arena tomorrow. But we appreciate everybody in the chat for all the support. Appreciate all y'all for helping us get to 1 million subscribers on our Gil's Arena YouTube channel. Still got a ton of work to do. Shot, what you got?
We in the trenches. Y'all know we in the trenches. On Twitch and YouTube, Move Around TV. Y'all holler at us. Come on, man. Fuck with us.
Show some love and support. This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! We will see y'all tomorrow.